Yo, what up, motherfucker?
Hey. Who are you talking to? I'm not even on. I don't know why you're talking. No.
Because you did this. You pointed.
No, I wasn't pointing. I snapped my finger, bro. I snapped.
Oh, yeah, you have a tick with your thumb.
Yeah, I snapped my thumb.
I thought you were pointing.
I was cracking it.
Yeah.
I was cracking my thumb. I was like, what the fuck? Why is he talking?
Yeah, because I thought you were pointing at me.
No, it's fine, though. It was a good reaction.
You know what? This was a good cry.
You know what? You bring us in since I'm on. You do the honors today.
Welcome, motherfuckers. Welcome to motherfucking church. Get on your knees. Hey, and pray. What did you think I was gonna say, you perverts?
This is why people hate you. This is why people hate you. Welcome everybody to church. It is Sunday. It's Pantelis live. We have a lot of funny stories to talk about.
Yes.
Actually, really one that I want to talk about that he brought to my attention before this. We'll get to it in a second. Patreon.com/Pantelis. A new episode of the Pantelis podcast drops tonight for the patrons, audio and video, with Abdul Butt. We got to talk about some interesting topics. It's about 2 hours. It was a good episode.
Very good,
one of the clips is already ready for tomorrow, so we could clip it when it goes public. Really interesting about a comedian. It was a Toronto comic who moved to the States, who ended up committing suicide because of some assholes.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that on the episode, so you guys can check that out. Again, patreon.com/Pantelis. New episodes every week, almost daily. We got stuff. The intellectuals are back this week. Mr. Poseidon.
See, I just gotta check if my phone is on mute. Yeah, it's on mute.
Tell us, before we get started, about the cry situation.
Okay.
People need to know.
So it was going around that...
And before I say people, I mean Gapes, Marie Renee, Xavier, Jorge, Gary Atlas, Gabriella, Mark Chabot, Scotty, SFZ, Zen10, Sanford. Okay, there's a lot of people here. The point is, welcome. I'm not going through everyone at this point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of peeps waiting to hear the cry story.
Okay. So, as the story goes, apparently one of the island boys was beating the shit out of his girlfriend. She had bruises, cuts on her lips all the time. So he was physically abusing her.
Interesting.
And at some point, she's like, I don't have to take any more abuse from my girlfriend.
But most lesbian couples fight like that.
Yeah. We've heard about that. Yeah, they get very physical. And she had enough, and she decided to fight back. And
how? With words?
With her fists. And
so the island boy was beat up.
So he got his ass handed to him. He was in the passenger seat. She was behind him. And apparently she punched him. He punched her again.
Okay.
One last time. And she was like, you know what? Enough is enough. And then she fucking started wailing at him.
It is the first topic on Reddit, actually. One of the island boys gets beat up by his own girlfriend. And
she's just punching him. Now, here's the thing. What's funny about that is he was, he put his hands up and shit, protecting himself like any other person would, but he was crying like a little girl.
I mean,
he was crying like, my hair. He looked like a lesbian couple.
Hold on, man.
You gotta play it for the peeps,
I'll play for the peeps, even though the quality, I'm looking at it right now, ain't the best.
Oh, bro, fuck the quality, bro. People gotta be exposed to it. People gotta watch this.
Look at my mouth, she's saying. He my island boy. He's fucking balling. Let go of my. Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible. What are the island boys?
Bro, my testicles are attracted for him.
Yeah, I feel terrible for him. I feel that's not good. That's not a good look for an island boy.
Yeah, no. Especially somebody with like all tatted up, the tough look. You know what I mean?
God damn. Real men don't fight with fists, but with wits, is what Marie Renee is saying. Yeah, he could have outwitted her. You know what I'm saying? He already outwitted her.
What do you mean?
He outsmarted her. He tricked her into dating him. What a fucking weird. What a weird video.
Yeah.
This guy's career, I don't know if they had careers or what was going on with him, but it's done.
Yeah, 100%.
It's done. You can't. How are you going to take him serious?
You can't.
We already I had trouble taking them serious before.
Yeah.
it's done now. Every time I see them singing "Island Boy" or "I'm a Train Boy" or whatever the fuck boy he is, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm gonna think about him getting beat up and crying.
Yeah.
Are you alright, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine. Did you hear that was my stomach?
That came out of your mouth.
Yeah,
what was that?
It came up. It was like. What
are you eating? What did you eat today?
I had 2 eggs.
Is that?
That's it.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem like your stomach liked those 2 eggs, my friend.
I think because I drank water with coffee and the mix kind of made like a reaction.
Yeah, water and coffee, the mix that you've done a million times. That's what hit you this time.
Maybe.
So you're a TikTok guy. Is this
not as much anymore? I'm the busier I get, the less I'm on social media.
Is this one of the big TikTok videos right now? Because I think this shit is probably going to be, if not already, trending everywhere.
Oh yeah, as soon as it's gonna be trending everywhere. I think it happened today or something, or yesterday.
I don't know when. It probably happened in the last 2 days.
Yeah, it's probably fresh, but there's so much other shit happening that people haven't noticed, I guess. But his career is over.
Oh, Guido Grasso is making meatballs right now.
Oh, how you doing, Guido?
I passed by the other day. I purchased some pizzas.
Yes.
From our friend Guido.
I bought a pizza yesterday too. I ate it.
You were alone yesterday, no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. How big was the pizza?
A small one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Did he make you a small one?
Yeah.
I have a feeling if I ask him, it's going to be a rather large and in charge pizza.
Guido, back me up in the chat here, please. Large and in charge, just like me.
Gary Atlas says that he knew a gay couple where both guys were into martial arts. When they fought, it would turn into legit MMA fights. Yeah, if they both know martial arts. That
eventually turned into sex. They always had bruises on their faces.
Gary, are any of these stories
Jesus Christ
tales of your life? I don't know. It's impossible. Everyone's just calling you Gary, and they're like, "Yo, by the way, some of this stuff you must have experienced yourself." So Camille says, oh, "Such an alpha male." Yeah, they play it alpha. Those guys they always get mad.
Who?
The Island boys.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad.
I
don't feel bad that he got beat up. If he's beating her up, I'm very happy that 100%. She beat him up. I feel bad that it was videotaped.
I see. Yeah. But that's the times now. That's the times.
It feels like this should have been settled behind closed doors.
Yeah, but nothing gets settled behind closed doors nowadays, Pantelis, don't you know?
How much stuff do I settle behind closed doors? A lot.
Yeah, but that's you. But most people are all about, I watched the I've Been Preach video the other day about this dude that caught his girlfriend cheating. She was in the car. Did you watch that video?
No.
It was very funny.
Is it a recent one?
No, I think it was
I saw an older one like that, so we're probably talking about the same
one.
It
was in the car, and he caught her. She was in the car riding the dude's dick in the car.
Yeah, we saw that one. Yeah, and she was telling him, "Get the fuck out! I don't love you."
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, and then at some point, Preach goes, if you're ever in a situation like that, bro, just walk away. Just be like, all right, peace. I would have I feel like that's what I would have done. But everyone's into the whole exposing shit. He said that on that video.
Yeah.
Everyone's about exposing everyone now. Bro, just, I don't understand.
I just realized something. I'm very upset with reality TV. I'm upset that that stupid 90 Day Fiancé show had got me hooked.
Why?
And I watched that full season to see what's happening. Because it's a waste of time. And I realized that I hate everyone. The only person that I liked on that show was the Turkish guy. Poor dude, bro. Poor dude. But now he's happy.
Now he's happy. And I don't blame you for hating everyone.
Yeah, fucking reality. Because they're so dumb. That's what bothers me.
But they get the dumbest of the dumb.
And they exaggerate. You think something cool is going to happen, and then nothing cool happens.
Yeah.
They always amp it up. Yo, this guy's going to punch that Russian bitch in the face. And then they don't. He hurt my feelings.
Man, I remember I got a bit hooked into Jersey Shore when I was younger because...
It's different because you're younger. There's not a lot to watch. Jersey Shore came at the perfect time and it became big.
Exactly.
But I mean, now this, goddamn, how are you allowed to be this dumb?
Every second week, Snooki would get decked in the face. So you're like, is she going to get decked in the face this time? You know what I mean? I don't know.
They would hit her a lot.
Yeah, she'd get punched a lot.
She'd get into bar fights.
She was like this. She was 4'5", bro.
But they would attack her when someone else was talking shit. Because someone else was talking shit and they're taller.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? And they just punch the little one.
Yeah. They would just... I just punch. She was getting decked. And then where I decided to tune out was when they were in Italy.
Oh, yeah.
And then the show had hyped up.
Like a death,
bro, between the short guy Ronnie and Mike.
Yeah. The situation,
yeah.
He had to go to jail.
I think tax evasion or some shit. Yeah,
he didn't evade them well. That's why he went to jail.
Well, the taxes he evaded, but the prison time, unfortunately.
He should have just left the country if he had that much money that he was evading taxes.
Yeah,
Because they're not going
seriously.
to put you in jail for $1,000. They won't even put you in jail for hundreds. Like I think if he was hiding that much money,
Oh, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. He should have just left the country.
Yeah. If it's that much money, like set your shit up, bro. Get out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I decided to tune out. It was when the show had hyped up. It's as if someone was gonna get hospitalized, and what happened? I think one guy strained too much, and he had a bit like of a brain aneurysm. I was like, bro, fuck off, bro, because they had hyped it as this huge scrap, bro. Like they killed each other, and then I think or like I think Randy he ran into the wall by himself or some dumb shit like that. I was like, and that from that
you can't hurt me as bad as I can hurt myself.
and from that moment, I was like, I'm never watching this show again. Fuck you, bro.
Yo, I saw one of the couples, the guy that I told you had the Dominican wife or whatever. They got married in the end.
Oh yeah.
His son that he had it with a chick that you never see. She left a picture. She just left him years ago.
Shit.
But he's in touch with her parents. And her parents, the mom, is like a well-known porn star. Yeah, so in one of the episodes, that's how I found, because like this chick looks like a porn star, and then they said it's like she's a fucking porn star, and she tells the Dominican girl, she goes, "Look, he has my my grandson, so I want him to have all his attention, and he's poor, he doesn't have money, so it's clear that you're probably a gold digger." She says at the table. So how about this? And she pulls out a checkbook. She goes, how about I write you a check, maybe 13 G's, buy you a plane ticket, go back to fucking Dominican Republic and leave us alone. She said that, yeah. And the Dominican girl lost her mind. She's like, what you say? I don't want that dirty money. To a porn star. She goes, fuck you can't tell me shit. No. Yeah, it's fucking funny. I was like, yes. Okay. Yeah, that's why it gets you hooked, with that kind of shit. That made me laugh, though. That made me laugh of them.
Yeah. To a porn star.
Yeah, you cannot judge me. You don't have class morale to judge me. You have quality morale to judge me. She's like, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, you tell her, Dominican broad. You tell her. Yeah, and then the Dominican one, who was like the biggest skank in the beginning, turned out to be the best broad. It's weird how that works.
Maybe she was a skank single.
No, I mean during the show. I never knew her single, bro. How am I going to comment on her personal life?
But so she was a skank while she was with him?
So she was the one that I said she was at the strip club. She was talking about, you want to have threesomes, you want to do this, you want to bring this girl in. It was the same chick. And then by the end of the season, she just changed. She's like, you know what? I want to have a family. I looked up on online if they're still together. Those two are still together, and they have 2 kids now.
Really?
Yeah, she's not.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Because people grow out of that whole phase, right?
The whole phase, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I don't know Pantelis was into chick fights. I didn't know Pantelis was into chick fights. Oh, Marie Renee's watching on delay. She probably saw the Island Boys. Yeah, the Island Boys. That one Island boy ruined it for both of them.
Yeah, I would have. If I was his brother, I'd beat him up and like, what are you doing, bro? Embarrassing.
It's done. Because there's no Island Boy. It's Island Boys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Already they were having trouble with their credibility.
Exactly.
Which isn't hard. Look at them. They look like mops. So their credibility was shot to shit now. It's done. This guy crying. Let go of my hair.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And she's smart.
Yeah.
She's like, I could hurt him physically.
I think her friend filmed it.
I could hurt him physically. He'll forget it. Let me hurt him emotionally. Put it on, hurt him economically.
Yeah.
Financially. This is gonna sting.
Yeah.
That kid's done.
Jesus.
So now
Christ.
that guy has to work a regular job.
He can't.
He's
look,
fucked.
Look at all the tattoos
That's
he
what I'm
has.
saying. He could now. He could work.
Well, unless you go into like a construction job or shit like that,
Stephanie says
he should start a podcast.
Have you seen that Joe Gatto is leaving Impractical Jokers? I actually did see an article about that.
Oh.
I heard what I had read was that he's going through a divorce with his wife, and I don't know if that's related to it. But I think there might be something deeper to it, because they also said something about removing like almost all of the old episodes that have him in it, but all of them have him in it. Like all of the ones that have him.
Joe's the guy that looks like a bird, right?
Yeah, that have him in like a weird precarious position or something. Like they're taking all those off, so it seemed deeper, but I don't know. I don't know like if I see a headline, I'll read it. Like if it comes into my sphere, I'll look at it. But then I won't usually actively go look into the rumors and shit. I don't have time.
So hold on, they're removing all the episodes where what do you mean
I guess when you're gonna lose and you have to go do a humiliation or something. They're removing something like that about him. They're doing something about the older episodes. So that's why I was like, it seems like it's more than his personal thing. about
Yeah.
his divorce. It seems like maybe he did something and they don't want to, or I don't know, or they're mad. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's weird to have that show now with not him.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. They were the Quattro, right?
Yeah, it's just the way it works, the dynamic. Because now getting someone else is weird. You don't know if they have the same dynamic.
Yeah. Bro, do you remember I think this was a more recent episode when the one with the bear, where you're in a cage and you got to feed a bear chicken wings.
I don't think I remember.
Did you see that one? It was with.
I don't think I remember. I said, and then you asked if I saw it again.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but bro, that one was fucking funny. It was what's his face? The guy that's tan. He kind of looks like me.
What?
He kind of looks like me.
Oh, Sal Volcano.
Yeah, Sal.
Yeah.
Bro, he was in the cage, and I think he had lost a challenge or something, and he had to do that. He had to feed a bear chicken wings, and bro, the guy was like freaking the fuck out.
Because they're reminding in the chat now because they're talking about Suzukut. So I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, Mike. We were talking about those houses for a fucking year for the homeless. Mm-hmm. Mike just tweeted at first to Valerie Plante, the mayor, and then he put it on Facebook, and he said, "Look, you keep talking about we're working on these programs. We don't want more people to die because a couple more homeless people died because of the cold." He goes, "I've already told you." He goes, "Look, I have these 25 houses. You tell me where and when. I'm dropping them off this week. And let's just make it simple." And then she wrote an answer that was not an answer. Remember?
She retweeted or something, right?
No, but she replied. And then Mike read that, and then he fucking replied on Facebook. He goes, that's the answer of a politician. He goes, "Again, I have these fucking houses. Where do you want me to put them?" You know, because she was basically, like avoiding the whole thing. And he didn't accept it. So he's like, no, tell me fucking where. So I texted him. He said, "Look, we should deliver them this week somewhere." So we're waiting to see what's going to happen. Because then what are they going to do if we bring them to one of these campsites? Are they going to destroy them? So you're going to have... So on one hand, you're saying these homeless people are dying from the cold. And then when someone offers little shelters for them, you're going to go and destroy them because they're an eyesore or whatever the reason is at a fucking tent. Like, what are they going to do? Anything they do is not going to look good in the media.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
But I don't understand why the hesitation. Why not just be like, "All right, thank you," and then you use them?
Bureaucracy. That's the way the system works. Everything checks in. I have to approve of this. It's like filibustering in politics. There's so much. There's so much in the way. You can't just do things directly. There's so much. Anything you want to do, you need... Some stuff makes sense. Let's say driving, for example. The reason why I think you need a license, like in my point of view, is not because of like freedom. Hey, shouldn't everybody drive? I think the license is good because you need some training so you don't take a car and kill people.
Of course, yeah.
That makes sense, okay? But let's say if it's something, you need a license for certain gardening stuff that you want to do in your house. You need a certain license if you want to remove a fence or put something. You need a license for certain things that don't affect anybody but you. Like, I understand a license for adding levels to the house because maybe it'll collapse. They got to check all that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's to redo a certain room in the backyard or to add an extension. That's not going to hurt anyone. You need a license. So there's a lot of bureaucracy and shit that doesn't matter because you need to justify a lot of jobs.
Yeah. That's the problem with bigger government, right?
Yeah. And then they always use the examples of stuff that you need. So when you say that, you're like, "Oh, so you think you shouldn't have a license to, I don't know, buy a plane and drive." No, we're not saying piloting a plane. I'm saying those because you need training. But sometimes you need licenses for shit that shouldn't require licenses.
Yeah.
What do you care what I'm doing in my kitchen? How I redid it?
Yeah.
Fuck, do you care? So
Wait, you need a license to redo?
I'm using that as an example, but there's decks, there's fencing, there's if you want to add another room, you want to extend the house, you need permits, you need approval for that.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's your house.
Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. That's what they say. It doesn't matter.
So hold on.
You need let's say you want to add an extension. Let's say your backyard's really big, and you're like, you know what? I could add a couple more feet, like a little area in between in and out, so I could smoke. You need approval to build that shit.
From whom?
The government. You have to get permits.
That's retarded.
Removing trees.
The trees is a little weird too. Yeah, it's on your property.
But you have to. I think every individual building. It depends what neighborhood you're. If there's a tree in front, you can't take it. You have to have at least one tree. So if you take one out, you have to plant one. You have to have, which is not a bad thing. I don't mind trees, but sometimes the roots will break your own building.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And even then,
we've heard stories of.
Yeah. Well, I know two people. Two people that got fucked over. Yeah. It's crazy.
And
it's just bureaucracy.
Yeah, and sometimes fucks up the pipes, but then
But then there's some places that the zoning doesn't make sense. Also, there's some places where they have no rules and there's no zoning, so you can have a strip club next to a church. Like there's no. That's why you have to find a happy middle ground.
A happy middle ground.
A happy median. Yeah.
Yeah, a happy middle ground. Because what's the harm in extending your fucking house towards the back? It's your property.
There's no harm, but normally they approve. It's just that you pay them. You get it?
Ah, okay. So just a way to make more money then.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's it.
And then
that's it.
Because then there's money so there's money for you paying. You're paying for a guy to come check it out. So he's getting paid, sign the papers, all that. Then that guy's salary is paid now. He's going around inspecting. Is anyone building a deck?
Okay, that makes sense now, though. Well, I mean, it still doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. It makes sense as to why. Okay. Just
a lot of fuckery, bro.
Just another ruse to fucking scam people.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
What about if you want to build a pool? Do you need the pool guy to swing around, bro?
You need approval for that too. You can't just
Jesus
you need approval for everything.
Christ, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck this city. Bro, you can't make a campfire in your backyard.
I understand. It's a fire, but you should be. It's your that's what I'm saying. Is it's same thing. That's the argument. People use the argument when you talk about like libertarianism, smaller government.
Yeah.
They always say, well, yeah, if you're not paying all the taxes the way it is now, and there's no government control, who's going to build the roads? But the government isn't building the roads. It's companies that are building the roads. Justin Trudeau, Biden, they're not out there doing any landscaping or anything. They're not the ones making the roads.
And
the question is who's going to pay for it and how much.
Yeah.
It's always going to be that.
Yeah.
Private industry is always going to push things forward.
100%. And also, for anyone arguing who's going to build the roads, bro, in Florida, it's working out fine, and all they pay is 7% sales tax.
I get that, but it's not we're just talking about if it was like a fully libertarian society, which doesn't exist. Just who would pay if you remove the government. But you're right, Florida, Texas, you find ways. The government you find ways together as a community because that's what you need.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, you need the government to tell you what to do.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like that shit. I don't like the government being having their nose in everyone's fucking business.
A lot more people are waking up. I've been noticing online a lot more people that were quiet for the past year are just like, you know what, I'm fucking fed up.
Good.
Nick Drossel's got his video taken down.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, he brought an ex-politician on. Ex-politician, current, I guess, real estate guy. We're going to have him on the French cast soon.
Yeah.
To talk about just what it's doing to businesses, how the government is hurting them, and why he's thinking of going back into politics because of the fuckery.
Yeah.
They took it down for misinformation. So I asked him, I go, did you talk science? Did you talk about vaccines or anything like that? He's like, no.
No. Well,
you were there.
I was there. Well, they spoke about how all this is fuckery, but
they didn't
go into the science of stuff.
I'm saying,
yeah.
Weird, huh?
Well, because it doesn't fit the narrative, bro.
What do you think of Howard Stern's declarations, Pantelis? Please. Oh, what did that lady say this time?
What a good old Howie do.
What did that old lady say this time? What is she mad at now?
You're calling Howard Stern the old lady?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What did that old broad? What twisted her panties this time? Last time it was podcast. How do they exist?
But isn't that
who's
what
Ari Shafir? Rogan. What? People that don't have a passport should be in jail. Yeah. What did that old lady say this time? I wonder what pissed her off.
You know what's insane about?
I'm scared to go outside.
You know what's insane about everything that happened? The people that so they're blaming a certain class of society that refused to get the jabs, let's say, right? And
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want, we've been through it a million times.
No.
It's illogical. Everyone that has any sense understands it, and they're changing their tune. The next week, the restaurant's supposed to open up no matter what, and the third be like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
So I don't want to address it anymore. We know what it is. Everyone knows what it is. They're trying to feed the narrative from the media, but people are fed up.
Yeah.
Even I saw an American journalist posted an article from the Gazette here in Montreal.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is why traditional media, like newspapers, are dying, and they don't understand why. Because the nonsense. A guy here from the Gazette went down to Florida for a week. He's like, I went to escape the curfew or whatever the fuck he said. And he's just talking shit about Florida, how unsafe it made him feel, that people didn't care about COVID and they weren't wearing masks. So, number one, why'd you go there?
Yeah.
Number two, they have a higher hospitalization rate, and they're all like, they're walking around. Well, then doesn't that tell you something? That if they have a higher hospitalization rate than we do, and they're running fine, does that tell you that our medical system is a joke?
Yeah.
You know? Like, you're reading into this the wrong way.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm scared. So don't go. Don't put yourself in danger. Don't go.
Like they say, if you're scared, go to church.
No, yeah. Come in the chat.
You know?
But just don't go. Anywho, yeah, what did... so he's just embarrassing for Quebecers.
Yeah.
And then the best is the French people that comment. Bro, it's not as funny in English.
What
But
comment?
If you see the comments of French people when they see, because they comments on that article and comments on, remember that lady? She was like, we talked about on 2 Drink Minimum, the famous lady here that went to Florida.
Yeah. I saw that video.
Bro, the funniest is the French comment, but it doesn't translate properly in English to be as funny.
Yeah.
But in French, when like her, it was like pauvre con and the stuff they were saying.
Yeah.
Like, but him, one guy goes,
Poor dummy.
This is why I'm embarrassed to tell people that I'm Quebecois.
Oh,
like
no.
it's just people, it just hits harder. Like just the stuff they were saying in French.
Yeah.
I was like, oof, bro, ridicule. Yeah, just ridicule.
Yeah, we're getting ridiculed, bro.
Yeah,
But
please, Americans, this is not us. This is this is him. This is not all Quebecers, because people comment like, "What the fuck's wrong with Quebec?" But it's not Quebecers, bro. It's just idiots.
Yeah, exactly.
Clickbait. Yeah.
But did you see mid-February? Apparently, every mandate is going to be lifted, including masks. Everything.
Here?
Yep,
I don't know about here.
I saw it. The new health minister.
I don't know about here because you never know with these guys. But I saw England, they're pushing for it. Ireland are pushing for it. They're like, this is dumb. What was that? I forgot to save it, bro. The CDC.
Okay, so I spoke to my father after.
Hold on. The CDC in October. This isn't that far. We're still fighting and telling people the jab is stronger than natural immunity. Remember this?
Okay.
In October, they were still saying this, even though everyone that knows anything was like, nah, it doesn't make sense. And then now this week, a few days ago, they came out with the complete opposite. Natural immunity superior to the. It's like bro. People have been saying, you've been calling them conspiracy theorists. People lost their jobs. People lost their jobs for saying shit like that.
Yep. Fuck. But they won't go. You know what? They won't go back and rehire.
They won't go back and rehire. No. Well, now some businesses will have to. Some businesses are gonna have to because they're strapped.
Yeah.
And like, it turns out I was wrong. Sorry, I overreacted. The truckers are gonna fuck everyone over. What they're doing, the truckers. So this is the crazy.
Did you see that?
So 30,000.
Oh, we gotta talk about the truckers, bro.
So 30,000 truckers are gonna be out of work soon.
32,000, I think.
32,000.
Or 34,000, some shit like that.
The way everything works, how the fuck do you guys think you get all your shit? When I order stuff, when you order, and I don't mean just if you want to order some random shit you don't need. Anything that gets to grocery stores, that it's through fucking trucks.
100%.
Through this whole system that we have, boats, trucks, whatever the fuck you want, planes. These people. So 32,000 of them that didn't want to get jabbed, they're saying you're going to be out of work. Already in some places, there's shortages. Grocery stores, okay? Now, doing this is, automatically we're going to have severe shortages.
100%.
So you're willing to put your feet into the sand, dig your heels in for something that we know is unscientific, what you're saying. Your argument is unscientific. In order to make other people starve, have this scarcity in their house. There's not enough diapers, there's not enough milk, whatever the fuck it is, water, whatever we're going to be missing because of whatever truck is not going to be able to make it. You're manufacturing this, and then you're going to blame it again on other people. You're going to be like, look, it's tough times. There's not a lot of stuff in the grocery stores. We got to band together. That's why prices are good. You're manufacturing the scarcity by not letting these people work. You're manufacturing this. It's not real. And if it was as dangerous as you say, then the mandates would apply to you. But for some reason, still, the mandates never apply to senators. They don't apply to the politicians. They never apply to the National Assembly. So there's fuckery afoot.
Yeah.
People have to start waking up.
Yeah, I think people, once they see their grocery stores, they can't get their meat, can't get their foods, can't get this, can't get that, can't
And I
get
know
their
a lot
fucking
of
pogos.
comics here don't want to talk because their bread and butter is the government sometimes. They run off subsidies and grants. We don't, so they could suck our dicks.
Exactly. Bro, did you see that video also that from Nouveau, what was the show, La Semaine de 4 Juillet?
La Semaine de 4 Juillet, yeah.
That used the children, bro.
Yeah, everyone, I didn't see, I'm going to ask Mike about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Mike about it because he knows more. I don't know what the full backlash was, but I heard that people were, this is how I got a fan sent me the clip.
Yeah.
And said, bro, who the fuck, is this guy a fucking comic? Like, what's this guy doing? Because there was a comic on there.
Yes, there was.
And we know this guy.
We do know this guy, yeah.
So, and then I was like, what's the problem with him being on there? And then I realized they were mad because he was laughing and clapping.
There you go.
Like he seemed like, and I don't know, I don't have the full context of the clip.
Me neither.
So I can't tell you, oh yeah, he's for manipulating children. I can't say that because I don't have the full context.
Exactly. So forget this guy. But just the fact that
they made the kids say that.
They used children as a shield.
Yeah, put people who aren't vaxxed in jail to keep us safe.
But that's terrorist tactics, right? The terrorist extremists that use children in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's Joe Cormier, but for Joe Cormier, I don't know the full I haven't seen the full clip. So people that are shitting on him, they might be correct to shit on him, but the thing is, I don't know the full context. He could have been, and I also know the way they edit this shit, the way they cut stuff. He could have been clapping, laughing about a different thing. He could have been clapping and laughing at how ridiculous this is, that there's kids saying that. You know what I mean? That they're making kids say. So it's easy to just jump on someone.
Yeah.
You know, but the only person that I know is 100% culpable of it is the host, because that was her thing. But the rest of them, I'm not prepared to just jump on the bandwagon until I know more about what's going on, context a bit. Also, he probably didn't know what they're gonna do, and then he saw it, he's like, "What the fuck?" I would react differently. I would have been like, "This is fucking," you know.
Yeah, I would have been like,
but that's not how everybody reacts.
That's true.
It doesn't mean he agrees. He could have just been like, "This is so ridiculous." You get it? Doesn't mean he's for putting people in jail.
Yeah,
or
he could have been like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So don't jump on the guy.
But I never jumped on him. I just jumped on I just judged the situation, the way they use the children to push their agenda.
That's what we should judge.
That's what I'm judging. Fuck everybody. But what they did, that action, that's fucked up shit, bro.
Yeah, don't worry, bro. I'm waiting to talk about it because I'm gonna go on Suzukud soon.
But you know why they did this?
Because they have La Semaine de 4 Juillet. But they're gonna have La Fin de Semaine de 2 Juillet soon. So I'm just waiting to get on Suzukud talk about it, where it's mostly French people. Because I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Like about who she is, that lady, like what's her normal gimmick, what that show is. I don't understand any of it. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, I don't watch that shit either.
So I don't know.
But you know, for them to stoop so low.
Dr. Show says zero montage. In other words, zero editing.
Oh shit.
Joe Cormier savait grisement ce qui se passait.
Insane Mo, good name for a podcast.
Good name for a podcast, La Fin de Semaine des 2 Bullies. me and Mike, bro.
The Weekend of the Two Bullies.
Yeah.
That's a good movie name too, if you just did like a...
Yeah. It's funny that even in French, I'm sharper than Julie Snyder, and she does it in French. So, I don't know. When I see Joe, I'll ask, I'll talk. But it's weird being... It's weird being in that situation. Like, I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. Like, you don't expect that. So you're there, you're trying to be part of it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I've been on shows where I've been invited and it's going like weird. It's going weird. And I'm just like, I try my best to navigate, like, you know? And then, but they keep pressing. Yeah. So you try your best to, like, it's strange. So
that's why I don't give a fuck about that. I give a fuck about...
I give a fuck about her, not him. Yeah.
What they did.
Yeah.
Because you know why they did this? Because they realized so they stooped so low because they realized calling people misogynists hasn't worked, calling people racist hasn't worked, threatening people to take away their shit hasn't worked. So they're like, let's use children. She's
a famous producer, Mullet says, TV host, and ex of Pierre Carl Pelado. Okay, so I have a question, and you guys could tell me if I missed something in the culture. Poseidon, some people when they get married.
Yes.
Some people, when they get married, they take the husband, let's say the wife will take the husband's last name, or they won't. In general, the kids, what do they take?
Both.
They take both? Always, yeah?
Yep.
You have your mom and your dad's name?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's not a real thing. I don't have both. Most people I know don't take both.
No, it goes, one of the names goes as a middle name.
Really? That's what you have?
I think so.
That's very white.
I looked into it a while ago, but...
What do you mean you looked into it? You don't know your name?
No, but I was curious because I had heard about it and then I searched it up, but I think...
Do you have a middle name?
No, I don't.
So then what are you talking about?
No, but here I think they do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the middle name is who? The father or the mother's?
The mother's, I think.
Have you ever seen that the middle name is the father's and the last name is the mother's?
No.
Is that strange to you? Because it's strange to me.
It is strange. But I don't even have, even though some people do that, I don't see like I've only even seen for the most part, the child has the father's last name.
Jorge says she's a lady who just made a career by just copying American TV and then they produced it here. But for her in French, so no original.
Okay.
Most people take their father's name.
I'm wrong.
Some take
Jean-Phil, by the way, don't quote me on it. I may be wrong, but...
Yeah. No, Poseidon is wrong. It's a common theme, don't worry. Because I've seen the middle name being the mother's maiden name, and then the last name being the father's.
Yeah.
But she's the lady where when I Googled her, I saw her kids. It was the first time I ever saw that her name was the last name, and her ex's name, their father's name, was their middle name. And I was like, maybe they don't have it well on Wikipedia. But that I found already. I was like, where's she from? I thought maybe she's not from here. Because I've never seen that before.
Or maybe the mother took custody of the kids and they broke off. I
don't know how. But normally you don't change last name. I just don't know.
No, maybe it happened.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I was just trying to check if she's from here. So then when I saw that, I thought maybe she's not from here. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. She's from fucking Finland.
Well, because look, my mother kept her last name.
Not about that. I mean by the way she was acting with the kids. I thought maybe it's because here we're like that's frowned upon. You're not going to make kids an accessory to like
Oh,
propaganda.
you're talking about the nouveau stuff.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay.
So then when I looked her up and I saw the name thing, I thought maybe she's not from here. So culturally, let's say she's from Finland. I thought she was Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Maybe there they use this like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's their comedy is having kids say crazy shit. Like kids say the darndest things. That's what I thought.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Hold on, you confused me. Were we talking about the last names?
Yeah, I was talking about because I just looked her up to see who she is because I had never heard of this lady.
Yeah.
And she's all in the media because of this. And then I was like, well, maybe I've always given the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So I go, maybe we're misunderstanding. The intention was weird, even though to me it seems clear. I go, maybe because culturally here it's frowned at. Like, to me, it's a bad look to take a kid and make the kid your mouthpiece for propaganda.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say.
100%.
Even if chocolate's awesome, it's like, leave the kid alone.
Yeah.
So I looked it up and then I saw the name. It said her ex name and then the children's name. And since I saw the last names, I go, oh, that's like, maybe it's a different culture. Maybe she's from somewhere else. But it turns
What
out
was her last name?
Her name is Snyder.
Okay.
Her husband's ex was Pelado, but the kids, the way it wrote in Wikipedia, wrote that her kid's name was, I don't know, like let's say Steve.
Pelado Snyder.
Steve Pelado. And then that confused me. I was like, oh, maybe she's not from here. But it turns out she's from here. She just does things differently. So even culturally, she's aware that you're not supposed to use kids as like a propagandist mouthpiece.
Yeah.
No.
Well, like about the name thing.
But it's not that I agree with her. Obviously, I disagree with that. It was just I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Same thing like Joe Cormier, because you don't know. I don't have the full context. So that it's because I don't like the idea of right away freaking out and jumping on it.
I get you.
Because what happens is if there is a misunderstanding, you're never gonna get to the bottom of it. You're gonna be hating.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to do. But it turns out that it seems to be what it looks like.
Yeah.
And people freaked out. Like a lot of people in Quebec were pissed.
Oh, bro, the comments I read, bro, people were felt sick to their stomachs, and I get them.
It was weird to watch. Yeah.
So weird, bro.
But that's why I thought maybe it was sarcastic.
I get you. I didn't think about that until you told me because I had sent it to you, and then you told me like, oh, maybe it was, and then I looked into it and it wasn't. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I was just I was playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
And it turns out that nah, bro.
But I get why you'd think that. I get it because it was so absurd.
Yeah.
It was something so absurd that you're like, no way.
It seemed like parody.
Exactly. Yeah. So I get you 100%. I get you 100% why you'd think that. And even me, when you told me, I'm like, oh, maybe. You know? But then I looked into it and it wasn't. I was like, oh, fuck. They fucked up. They fucked up.
Yeah, so that's actually another good example because a lot of comments that you see people mention in it their status and they'll go like, I'm double vaccinated, but this is bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot more people are waking up to this like, no.
Yeah.
This is not what you told us it is. This is now it's just a war on whoever doesn't agree with you.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy what's happening here.
Yeah, people are waking up and I'm happy to see it though.
Il faut appeler la police. Yeah, I mean, who are the parents?
But the last name thing, interesting that you bring it up. Like my mother.
Is that weird, by the way, that taking the mother's name is the last name and the father's name is the middle name? To me, it's still weird, especially if she's from here. I've never seen that before. That's why I saw that and I thought she was Scandinavian.
It is a little weird, but that's because nobody does it. But
I'm not saying this happens in Scandinavian countries. Just because of her name, and then I thought in my head, I go, I've never seen that before. So I just put it there.
Yeah.
But it could just be also a mistake on Wikipedia.
Oh, it could be, yeah. But I think as long as the children have both the parents' last names, it doesn't matter which one's in order.
Which order?
It doesn't matter. I think it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Because like my mother kept her family name.
Okay.
But we only got my dad's last name.
Obviously, but that's how it always is.
But
Normally the kids
is,
get the father's last name.
But I would have liked to have my mother's last
your
name
middle name
as like a middle name.
Oh, I hate that. I like my mother's last name, but I don't like too many names. I don't like middle names. Kids' names, like someone it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I prefer you're this. I hate the whole.
I get you. I get you because what ends up happening is the situation in Latin America where everybody has 13 fucking names. Hernando Gonzalez, Del Maria, Del
Stephen Bartholomew Schneider. It's like, go fuck yourself, bro. It's a law firm.
Junior of the third.
It's a law firm. Steve Schneider, bro.
So I get you on that. But still, I personally would have liked it.
You would have liked to have 3 names.
Because I prefer. Here's the thing.
Why are you so big, Poseidon? To fit all my names.
I'm probably gonna hurt my father's feelings if he's listening, but I would have preferred my mother's last name.
Okay. I get it.
You know what I mean? Do you get it?
You don't like your last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very even in English your last name sounds funny.
Yeah.
Fagadocious. It sounds funny. Fagadocious. In English, fagadocious is hilarious. But it feels like a party.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So then both. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro. I'm becoming Latin American, bro.
Latin fagadocious. I like it.
By the way, I was speaking to my father, and my father was very calm over this situation.
Which situation?
Everything that's happening. And so he calls me. I go, because I never answer his texts because he always sends me dumb fucking texts.
Okay.
And he calls me. I'm like, yo, what's up? What's happening? And he's like, oh, not much. He goes, how's work? I go, good. He goes, you busy? I go, yeah, I'm busy, doing shit. And he goes, you've been looking at the news? I go, yeah, it's fucked up. He goes, don't worry. I go, what do you mean, don't worry? And usually my father's like, freaking
it's all
out.
gonna blow over.
My father's like, usually freaking out. I go, what do you mean, don't worry? He goes, it's done. This is the end. The end of this whole bullshit that we went through.
Yeah, look, this is what a lot of people said as soon as Ireland and England said we're going to lift mandates. Pfizer announced that they're going to have the pill ready.
Yeah.
So a lot of people came out at the same time and said, between now and the summer, all this shit is ending. I hope so. We got to get back to work.
Yeah. And we have plans, bro. We have big fucking plans to
big plans.
We got big things coming.
Get back on the tour.
Goddamn right, bro. Like, I'm excited to.
I have to make money to support your chocolate pizza habit.
Look, I've only had a chocolate pizza once, bro.
One time too many, bro. My wallet's broken because of that.
You got my case like that, bro.
It's a $72 pizza.
But hold on, my father said it's almost over. Not for what the reason we're seeing it.
Oh, because the aliens are coming to take over.
No. He said, they caught who they had to catch. I go, what do you mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. He goes, the pedophiles.
First of all, they like pedophiles, so no, they don't want to catch them.
Yeah. Well, no, because the whole thing with what's his face?
Epstein?
Andrew. Andrew has his trial or whatever.
Dude, they're with Andrew. They're mad that he got caught.
Yeah, I understand. No, I know. But apparently there's also good guys working behind the scenes anyways. Like, he goes, because there's been a war going on for the past 3 years, he explains.
Okay, so you see Sébastien Labrie says, guys, I swear Joe Cormier is a smart man. Impossible qu'il est d'accord. Il riait à cause du malaise. C'est ça que je dis. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Look, until he speaks on it, nobody knows.
Exactly.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm not defending him to defend him. The reason why I'm defending him is...
I wouldn't say defending. I would say benefit of the doubt.
The reason why I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt is because I'm trying to put myself in his shoes.
Yeah.
And in his shoes, I too would be weirded out. Now, how do you react when you have that malaise? When it's awkward, everyone reacts differently.
100%.
Some people laugh, some people just don't say anything, they freeze. So and he's not a dumb dude. I've met him many times. He's not so that's why I'm saying I don't like the idea of just being like, oh, this guy's to blame because it's easier because he's smaller than her, like in the totem pole.
Yeah.
No, bro, fuck her. It's her show.
Oh, no, she's to blame 100%.
This guy didn't make any production decisions.
Yeah, she's to blame 100%. Yeah. She's a producer on top of it. Fuck her. Oh, we got, who else? Erica Suarez in the chat. What's up, my dudes?
Erica's here. How come I don't see you saw that? I didn't see it.
Hope you guys are well. Oh, you probably
there she is.
You probably put live channel on TV.
Erica Suarez, guys. Erica Suarez is here. If you haven't seen it already.
Well.
There's a nice little Pantelis podcast I dropped a little while ago and French cast with Erica. So you can see her in English and French. And when stuff gets back to normal, she has her own shows that she's running.
Yeah.
It's Friday nights. So check out Erica.
But I was going to say, what was I going to say?
Something stupid.
No, they said something in the chat about the name that you said, The Weekend of the Two Bullies.
Oh, bro, La Fin de Semaine des Deux Bullies, Mike Gordon Pantelis. That's the greatest fucking... We'll talk about it when I get on Suzy Good. We're going to talk about it. That's... you think I'm clever in English? I'm clever in both languages.
Shit.
I want to talk about her. Yeah, I'm curious to know more about who she is and what she does. But in the States, it's like that too. It's not just here. You always have these weird talk show ladies.
Yeah.
That are like, they're in these high social circles, and they're just scummy. They're just trying their best to feed into the narrative that's paying them.
Yeah.
They're not like natural people.
Yeah.
You have a lot of that. That's why podcasts are a breakthrough. That's why people started watching podcasts. Because of all that bullshit.
Yeah, people are tired of that, bro.
Yeah, nuanced conversations is what people want. By the way, I'm telling you guys right now, the Pantelis podcast that's going to be up on Patreon in 2 hours, an hour and a half, and it's going to be available when the Pantelis podcast drops everywhere else this week. It's worth watching with Abdul Butt. there's a section that's already been clipped out. It's going to be part of the clips that circulate of the show. He talks about comedian Matt Dillon, who I didn't know that I had already met at the Comedy Store. Abdul reminded me. He's a Canadian guy from Toronto. And this whole situation he got into, he committed suicide just recently.
No.
And how he was basically harassed. He was called a bad guy, transphobe, this and that, by that woman that Abba and Preacher made a video about, that Toronto comic that was abusing people and all that shit. But this was before that came out. And she tried to ruin his career, basically. No. And the guy was a nice guy, but they made him out to be a monster. And all that bullying, and just, you see that not everyone, like you doing that to someone, just piling on to someone and calling him a phobe of this without having context just because it makes you feel good. You see that it sometimes it leads to shit like this.
By the way,
so I had no problem clipping that and putting it up because fuck you. Like, that's dirty.
If you fuck people over like that and they, I think there should be real life consequences.
I think so too. I think there should be repercussions.
Especially when you over embellish about.
Look, when you go into message boards and you start, and they did this here for a while.
Yeah.
It's different guys like me that didn't give a fuck, but other people got. Remember Sarah Quinn went through that shit too? They were going to message boards. They're like, don't hire her, this and that. They were calling her a misogynist or anti. She's a chick.
Yeah.
And they were calling her because they use the same words for everyone. The words are meaningless.
Yeah.
They're basically just someone I don't agree with. So I'm using these isms, and you don't even think about the isms. So it was different for me when all that shit, because I didn't care. You get it? Like here when they were blocking comedians, when I found out I was blocked from rooms that I never heard of, I was like, they said they're never going to, I never heard of this room. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, what do I care? Like, I've never heard of this. What the fuck do I care? It doesn't affect me at all. So shit like that. But some people that don't have, that's why I said the outlet thing. We don't care because we have an outlet.
Yeah.
So if misinformation goes out there, we have 15 podcasts that we could jump on, tell people what's really happening, and then end it.
Yeah.
If you don't have an outlet, and it's just a narrative that they're pushing out there, you're fucked. You can't explain yourself.
No.
So anyways, that's fucked up, and I agree with you. If you find out that you pushing people, telling people that you shouldn't be hired, and you're hurting people's careers, and it's fake. It's different if it's real. If someone is a rapist or get the word out.
That's a different
story. But if it's just because you don't agree with their jokes or you don't like them or whatever, and you're trying to get them to lose money, people shouldn't hire them. They lose opportunities. Like he lost festival gigs because of that, all that shit. Yeah, I agree with you. There should be repercussions. If we're gonna follow the law in that sense. And the guy killing himself, there should be repercussions.
We're different in the sense, like, if that had happened to me, bro, and I was losing money because of somebody over-exaggerated or they're making shit up like that, I'm going on the warpath, my friend.
Destroy their career.
Bro, you don't understand. You want to fuck me over? No, fuck me. No, fuck you, bitch.
Again, though, you have an outlet. You're not a comedian. It's very different.
Yeah, I get it.
It's very different. I realize how lucky we are.
We're very lucky, yeah.
To have outlets like this, have Mike, have because a lot of other people, it's just they go through shit. Like I used to bring people on the Pantelis podcast just to talk sometimes, like in the local scene, because they would just get lambasted, and there was no way to change the narrative.
Yeah.
Like the full story would never come out, just the story that other people would say about them, and then I would do a little bit of digging, and I find out like, oof, that wasn't the full truth.
Yeah.
So, all right, come on, let's talk about the full truth. Let's get that out there.
Yeah.
And then have people make their decision. By the way, the little girl on La Semaine de 4 Juillet is an actress. Her name is Sandrine Guinea. She's a little. By the way, you can't be mad at the kids.
No,
you can't be. It's not the kids' fucking fault that they were brought there. It's kind of like what's her name? Greta Thunberg.
I think the parents are to blame.
Yeah, like Greta Thunberg. Because she's it's easy because she has a way of speaking and it's annoying to get mad at her if she says shit. But bro, she's a kid.
Bro, do you remember when Trump was president and all those videos of Greta Thunberg? Sorry, I just completely steamrolled about what you were going to say.
Go on.
Do you want to finish?
Go on.
Okay. Do you remember the whole clip that came out where she was mean mugging President Trump and he didn't even know she was there and they made a big deal about it? Yeah. It's just staring at him like.
Yeah. Well, of course, because they told her that he's the devil.
Yeah. Like, what is happening, bro? To use children like this.
That's okay.
Anyways.
That's okay. I use child labor.
I deserve that.
No, Jorge, he's gonna seduce and romance you and then break your heart. Yeah, Poseidon's all about that.
I'm a heartbreaker. No, I'm not, bro.
He's an island boy.
Look at me.
The island of Montreal.
I got a haircut yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's why your hair looks spiffy. It looks like I gotta go to the hairdresser.
Bro, I feel like $1 million.
I'm gonna go get because it's still too long.
Yeah.
Because they just did a trim. I'm gonna have her fix it up again like I used to, so I can put my hair down. I have it layered and nice.
Is it always going to be long, your hair?
You have a problem with me?
Are you ever going? I'm curious. Are you ever going at some point like maybe cut it like a slick back?
Cut it like a slick back. What
Like
does that
kind of
mean?
like you cut it like this length.
Like a mullet.
No. But you leave everything long, and it's all just like a long slick, and it stops here a bit.
Like I'm selling insurance.
Yeah,
No, because I don't sell insurance.
because it's still long, but it's not that long. Like you're gonna have that hairstyle until the day you die.
I don't know. I can't tell the future. Well, this is too long right now.
Yeah.
So this already, I'm gonna go get it trimmed. This is too long. It's not the way I like it. It's way too long for me. So I'm gonna get this snipped up a bit, make it layered so it's nice when I put it down. I don't like it when it's straight down. Like I had it Friday at the morning show. I didn't like that. I don't like it when it's too.
Yeah.
I like there to be some kind of a volume to it and shit.
But one thing though, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if it works for you,
Yeah, I don't want to have
what
short
looks
hair.
the best. Yeah, if it looks the best for you, that's why I'm going. I went back to this. Like I shaved my head. I tried different stuff all the time, but this is why I always go back down to the basics.
And a lot of people can't have long hair. That's the truth, guys. They don't have hair like this.
Yeah.
So when they have long hair, there's something disgusting about it. It doesn't look. So I have fucking nice hair. I'm gonna take advantage. I like long hair.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I try to grow my hair, like I work like I look like a weird old lesbian. Like do you remember when I tried to grow it out?
I can see it. It's a similar look right now. Goddamn. Middle-aged lesbian. I heard that Rosie O'Donnell exposed her tits on Instagram.
I love. Hold on, bro. We gotta talk about that segue, bro. I love how you clever bastard.
Patreon.com/Pantelis for more Rosie O'Donnell related content.
That was good. That was very good. Yeah, so she exposed her tits on Instagram.
That's what I heard. And I was like, who's going to click on this link? I was like, I'm never clicking on this link.
She's starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah, be real or not real. I'm not going to check. There's no way I want to find out. Yeah, Patreon. So who was it? I think was it Abdul? We were talking about how we don't know how long the YouTube thing is going to last for guys like us. Like, once they get fed up of messing with the algorithm so your stuff doesn't get shared enough, it doesn't get seen in potential fans, their feed and all that shit. Once they get tired, like that's not working, you're still slowly growing organically, and they just start chopping heads off, just taking out channels like ours. I told Abdul that we have some backups, some accounts on other platforms, but the main thing, again, until Patreon does the same thing, because one day they're going to do it too, that's when you have to start your own site and shit like that. Because right now the advantage is the Patreon is the middleman. So if you want to see the shit, let's say YouTube gets rid of us, you're on Patreon. I'm gonna have different links from a different, let's say from Rumble or another video streaming platform. So there's always ways because of that. Yeah. Like I already have my Rumble account set up. Viva Fry already gave me the contact information of the CEO, the president who owns Rumble, just in case. So I'm already like ready for that type of shit. I always think a couple of steps ahead. I'm the just in case guy. Yeah. I'm the doomsday prepper, but not for real life, for fucking YouTube. Yeah. Goddamn. So I'm prepared. And then if Patreon, then we find another way to sell. You get it? There's other platforms for that. So don't fret. Don't fret. Just sign up to everything. Just follow everywhere so I can announce it if it ever happens. But that's it. That's it. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandparents, tell your pets. Tell your pets. Tell your pets to sign up. My dog's hair is getting too long now. Again, I gotta go give her a haircut. Got a groomer? Yeah, she got a shower. She got showered yesterday. We got her shampoo conditioner that's Brazilian cherry, so she smells like the rainforest. That's so cute. She's hilarious. Just look at her. That's so adorable. Yeah. I was like, "You're a rainforest." Fucking dogs are hilarious. Yeah. Poseidon is ready for Poops Day. Yeah, he's a Poops Day prepper. Yeah. I've been watching a lot of alien videos again. Okay. So excited. By the way, before we continue, because I was talking with my father and it was like, it's over. It was like, he was so confident in his words. I've never seen him so confident about shit. He goes, by the way, income tax is going to be abolished. God damn it. He loses the argument right there. That's the dream, big guy. But it's impossible to abolish income tax because they fucked up the economy so bad.
Yeah.
They can't pay anything.
Well, he was saying apparently everyone's debt is going to reset. Like
he
everything's
misunderstood what the Great Reset is.
Yeah, everything's going to reset. Like everything's going to.
Yeah, the redistribution of wealth is going to be probably towards the wealthy. It's not going to be towards us.
Yeah. But I think he understood it as it's going to be towards us. Or maybe like there won't even be any income
That's
tax.
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, no one does anything out of the kindness of their heart, as we've learned.
Now that I'm so close to paying off all my debt, now they're going to erase that. I want all my money back.
Bro, could you imagine if, bro, you had like $100,000 debt or $150,000, bro, and then like a last payment goes through, bro.
But that's what
you put like $3,000 down. Baff, you just paid it off, bro.
Like well, everyone's is erased.
And the next day, bro, everyone's debt is erased, bro. Bro, wouldn't you set fire to shit, bro? I would set fire to shit.
That's what they were saying in the States about the student debt crisis.
Yeah.
They go, just erase everyone's debt now. And then people came out and said, hold on a second, bitch. It took me 40 years to pay off my fucking debt. You know, are you crazy? Yeah. So there's
gonna be riots.
There's gonna be riots.
Either that, or you have to. Because then here's the thing: if you erase,
Gary
everyone's
says
debt,
Monaco has no income taxes. 3 dots. Is that
is
that a slight on me? Like, obviously I knew that Monaco has no income tax,
but also only billionaires live there.
All right, so Gary moved to Monaco. See how easy that is.
Yeah. You know, you need at least $500,000.
Yeah. I'm not for income tax. I hate income tax. I think it's the dumbest thing because it doesn't go to the proper places.
Yeah.
The only way income tax on your income would be reasonable would be if we all agreed on where the money's being distributed and we think that's what we need in society, and that's fine. The way it is now, that's just crazy. Why do I need 200 representatives doing everything the opposite of what I want? Why am I paying taxes when 30% of school kids in Quebec go to school hungry? They don't have proper ventilation. I saw the article about the kids freezing now in class because the ventilation's bad and the way they're wearing their masks and the way they were.
Really?
So they didn't want to turn on the heat or some shit. Hospitals, why are there 2 nurses when there should be 10? So no, I think income tax is complete nonsense. You have no way of excusing it. The roads are fucked up. They're not even building roads. One of the arguments is, if you don't pay tax, how are we going to have roads? We don't have roads now.
Yeah.
It's fucking Bosnia out there.
Yep. Oh, bro, there was a video I saw on TikTok, bro. There was this guy filming a pothole. Bro, the amount of people that went over it and fucking bamboozled their car.
Bamboozled. You always misuse the word bamboozle.
Well, like, bamboozle is like, yeah, I get it. It's more like I got tricked.
Yeah, bro, their cars got tricked.
But I use it for everything, like
That's
the
what
car.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's interchangeable in your head. But that's why people make fun of the way you speak. They go, this guy is a child.
It's funny to me.
Prince Albert II de Monaco. By the way, speaking of Monaco, that's a place I would love to visit.
Yeah. Did you know
they won't let me in? I've tried many times.
Really?
So we don't want your kind.
No, you could go visit. But everything's going to be super expensive.
They told me they don't want my kind in there.
What's your kind?
I associate with retards.
But did you know Monaco, just to live there, you need to open up a bank account, and in that bank account there needs to be no less than $500,000 at all times.
Easy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I mean, who was it? Gary.
Go ahead, G-man.
Go ahead, bro. No problemo. Also, I think they only have sales tax. In Monaco,
sales tax, I don't mind.
But the thing is, here's the thing: Monaco, everyone's a billionaire, right? So everyone's like, when they buy clothes.
No, you don't get what I'm saying about it, because you're overthinking. Forget billionaires, because you're not gonna think about There's not enough billionaires on the planet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, to be a society of its own. I'm talking about regular people. Regular society does work if you just have sales tax.
Yeah,
we've seen it happen. We've seen Texas, seen Florida. We could see it working.
Yeah,
look at Alberta for all those years when they didn't have to pay the federal tax; they were just paying provincial. They had half the taxes we did. You get it?
Really? They didn't have federal tax?
For the longest time.
Really?
Alberta, Canada, was the only state on the planet that did not have a debt. You didn't know this.
That's why they didn't pay federal tax?
Yeah, they didn't owe money to anyone, so they're like, fuck you, we don't need you.
No.
You didn't know this. They had made a lot of money, I think, on oil for years. There was a program where I think they were giving money back to every citizen. They were just sending checks of like $700, $1,000. Like, it was a fucking, when it was, a lot of friends that I have that moved there for like a year or two just to work in that industry, to make money and then come back here. We know, you know people that did that.
Yeah.
You know, I know that you know them because I know who did that. Yeah, I don't know now because everything that happened, things that may have changed. But for the longest time, I remember it was the only state on the planet, because every state, like a state as a country or state as a province, owes some kind of money.
Yeah.
They didn't have any debt. They had repaid. That's
To,
how much.
to the Fed.
To anywhere. It depends. You might owe the money to another country. Depends on your situation, each country. But they all have debt. It was all run by debt. It was the only state on the planet because they made so much money that they had paid it off. They had the oil, the oil sands and shit. They were making so much money. Yeah.
Fuck, eh?
The place was thriving.
And how much was the provincial tax?
7%, I think. 6-7%.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, they were making.
It's one or the other. Either they had one, like they were paying the government, like the tax they had to federal and no provincial, or they were paying provincial, but it came up to around 7%. I don't know if it's still the case, but for the longest time they had no debt. I remember that. They had no debt. They had paid it all off. It was very impressive to everyone on the planet.
Well,
because they pulled a Saudi Arabia almost.
Yeah.
It was worth so much, like it was worth more than what they had to pay. Like their expenses, let's say, let's say your expense every month are $2,000, and every month you make $2,500, sometimes a bit less. So it always goes up and down. You always owe something. Yeah. These guys in one shot they were getting $6 million. So like okay, so they paid everything off, and then they continued. Yeah, and then they were trying to grow the province. They were trying to make the province better, more modern. They wanted to be like the head of Canada. So all the major businesses were offering higher salaries as an incentive to go there. So for example, around the country, the Tim Hortons salary was about, let's say at the time, $9 to $13.
Okay.
There it was 15 to 20.
Interesting.
So people were going to Alberta and they were making more money working at a Tim Hortons than they were here at a 9 to 5 at an office.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how it is now, but for the longest time, I have a lot of friends that moved down there and then came back. There's guys in the hood that went down there for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, 2 years just to work on not mines, where the fuck, sands, where the fuck they did there.
But like construction
jobs, basically.
Yeah.
Constructing shit, yeah.
Which if you're paid $50 an hour here, and you're paid, let's say, $60 an hour there.
More than they were, dude. Crazy money.
Yeah, and the housing market over there hasn't.
No, it doesn't have our bubble.
It doesn't have our bubble.
Yeah. Oh, later, Gapes. Gapes heading out.
I think for $500,000 you could get like peace out, Gapes. You could get like a crazy house over there. Like I was watching, I've landed on house TikTok. Where you see houses.
Okay, that's cool.
It's an obsession of mine. As of recently, another obsession of mine is having $2.33 in my bank account and looking at $1 million houses on the internet.
That's life. Be honest. Be honest, people in the chat. Who hasn't done that? Just so you know, ever since housing apps have been available on the phones, I have been looking at houses that I have no business looking at.
Obsessed. By the way, I've been looking at the Florida housing market recently also because of Veron. By the way,
the best is me judging them, me being like. I just saw a better house, bro. It's a better deal with 13 rooms. This one, this only has 9. It's like, you have $6 million. That's not the point. That's not the fucking point. I'm judging from a distance.
By the way, Veron and I, after in bed on Wednesday, we sat here for an hour just looking at houses in Florida and Texas.
So fun.
And we were like, oh, look at this one. Oh my God, look how beautiful this one. Just an hour, bro, of just looking at these houses.
It is good to dream. Whoever tells you not to dream, and look, I'm not saying you're going to get the $6 million house. That's not what I'm saying. Let's be realistic. However, you always thinking ahead and dreaming and striving for something, you end up in your life putting little things together to help you get closer to these goals.
Subconsciously,
you'll make decisions that always lead you towards. So you might not get the $6 million house. You might end up with the $800,000 house that is very similar, lower, but then you're happy. You're like, fuck, I got my
there you go.
Same thing with cars, same thing with jobs. You gotta mentally, it's like they say the vision board. I'm not saying it's magic, but you have to believe you can get somewhere. When you play sports, even if you're playing against a team that's really good, you don't go into losing mentality. You go in envisioning yourself winning and celebrating.
100%.
How many times have we done it? Remember the Republic?
Yeah,
we came up fucking underdogs many times. We've ruined people's seasons. Ruin people's lives. Like, how is this even possible?
I remember the other teams being furious.
Yeah, because they was extremely overpowered.
On paper, they were supposed to sweep our team.
Yes. But our team always had a secret weapon. This idiot.
You had little strategies in place that would put sticks in their wheels.
Jizu says Thomas Levac tells people to abandon their dreams to be happy. No, don't abandon your dreams. You just have to set realistic goals.
Yeah.
And who am I to even tell you anything? What am I, a fucking... What am I, a coach?
It's different for everyone.
It's different for everyone. But never give up on you. Are you crazy? I don't mean give up on you. Don't give up on your dreams. Like, let's say you have a dream of going to the moon. You're like, no, I'm not saying stupid things. I'm saying set yourself up to get as close to what you want as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get what, or no? Or okay, let's say you like movies. You like making movies.
Yeah.
You don't know how to direct. You never been to school. You're not that good. There's still a way to make movies to get into movies.
100%.
On set, there's a million jobs
Yeah.
that you can do.
Yeah.
You know, or scripting or writing. Like you can always get close to what you like and then be happy. There's a lot of possibilities.
Not just close, but you can get close, and then a door might open up for you. You know, you might. Sorry.
Yeah, doors open up all the time.
With all the skills you amassed, you know
Look
what
at
I mean?
Poseidon. Poseidon went from living in a cardboard box to producing some of the... Actually, now, because the Suzukut stuff, technically, he's producing all the biggest podcasts in Canada, not just Quebec. He's the tour manager, tour director for Mike Ward Noir. He's my tour director. He's also getting the job this week of booking for Pantelis podcast and Frenchcast. Officially, he's going to get that at the end of next week. We're transitioning. So, yeah, you see, look at that.
Yeah.
You followed your dreams, kid.
There you go. And I'm not even close to accomplishing everything I want to accomplish. But, you know, it's a step in the right direction. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it feels good. I don't know, this week I feel very accomplished. Like I slept like 10 hours last
there's
night.
no easy way to tell you this. You're fired. This was all an elaborate ruse.
It was all just a joke.
Yeah, just
it's like my nightmare. I've said it. I think have I said it on a podcast ever? My recurring nightmare.
Gary's like, well, at least he followed Pantelis' dreams. He did follow my dreams. Oh, he knows, bro. Poseidon's on for. He's hitching a ride on my wagon.
Yeah. No, we're gonna make it big, bro. Don't worry. But have I said my recurring nightmare? I think I've said it on there.
I don't know.
My recurring nightmare that I had sometimes.
That you fall out of the closet?
No.
Before you're ready?
No. No, that like sometimes like I had this weird fear that all this was an elaborate ruse. It was like a big prank. I've told you already.
Yeah, he had a nightmare, an ongoing one for months, where he thought Mike Ward and myself have been messing with him for years, and this was all a gag just to bring him on a show and be like, yeah, all this is fake, bro. Nobody likes you.
Basically, the recurring nightmare was I was running late for to do a show or whatever, production or whatever, and then I would pop up. I would show up. I'm like, yo, I'm here for the show, right? I'm supposed to produce or whatever. I'm supposed to be on it or whatever. And then people would just look at me,
shut up, retard.
What are you talking about? You get the fuck out of here. And then it would all go dark. And then kind of like that Mr. Bean spotlight.
You mean just a spotlight?
Like a spotlight. Which
is Mr. Bean the only person you've seen use a spotlight?
No, but Mr. Bean is one of my favorite characters.
Mr. Bean's, like that car, like Steve's car. You mean a car? Yeah, but like Steve, Steve's in cars.
And it would kind of the spotlight would show up on me, and then everyone was just like laughing at me, and they were kind of like, you thought you could accomplish your dreams or whatever the fuck. So yeah, I had that dream that would fuck with me for months.
That would be funny if we do end up doing that to you. It's like Windy City Heat.
Yeah. Basically. Well, those nightmares started after watching that movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. We did it because we thought you were going to laugh, but it actually ruined your life.
No, here's the thing. It was very funny to me, that movie.
But how elaborate was that?
It was very elaborate. But that movie gave me... Like, some people, like normal people watch movies, like horror movies, and then they get like nightmares. But like me, I watched that and it gave me nightmares.
I don't get nightmares from horror movies.
Me neither.
If a horror movie is going to scare me, I'll have trouble sleeping a bit, and then I'll have to get it out of my head. But when I sleep, I won't dream about it.
Yeah, me neither. But that movie, Windy City Heat, gave me nightmares.
And it is plausible. Me and Mike have pulled some elaborate gags.
Exactly. For months. And because you guys would pull some elaborate gags, like light-hearted shit, it would scare me. I was like, if they can pull this off, what if they pull something like Windy City Heat? And bro,
so my dad didn't really leave me.
You don't understand? Sometimes
this gag has been going on for 20 years.
Well, sometimes like when we were doing, right before Pantelis Live, sometimes you'd show up 10 minutes before. What happens is you're busy or whatever. I'd get anxious.
You thought?
I'd get anxious. I mean, like it was a prank. Like he's not going to show up. Yeah. Remember when I used to call you and you're like, and then you got mad at me and you're like, bro, why the fuck you calling me, bro? Like, you know I'm gonna be there. Just shut up. Just fucking set it up, and you know.
And it's my show.
No, I know.
Why wouldn't I show up to a show called Pantelis Live?
But because of that movie, and because I had those recurring nightmares after that movie, I always had this anxiety inside me that somebody wasn't gonna show up. It was all just a prank.
There are gonna be times where you're gonna have to step up.
100%.
There are gonna be times where Pantelis Live is gonna start, and you're gonna be like. Filling in for Pantelis.
Yeah,
it's me. Like that would be fun.
Yeah, eventually, but because at the time of the movie where I didn't have many responsibilities, you know what I mean? It kind of, I don't know, it kind of fed that recurring
into that
nightmare.
fear.
Yeah, this weird, completely irrational fear. By the way,
everybody has doubts. Everyone has that, Poseidon. Just so you know.
No, I know, but. Even what's weird is in the moment I knew it was a completely irrational fear.
But you know what's crazy? They make people think that they're crazy because everyone has doubts. Everyone has fears. Everyone, you sometimes you fear something that's like impending doom, and then you could spend months waiting on the inevitable, getting fired or whatever it is, and then you realize it never happens and everything gets better. So all the time you spent stressing was 100% useless.
100%.
And everybody does it, but they make you think that no one does it. So it's just you. Like, a lot
of people do that.
Everybody, every single person over thinks when it comes to certain shit. Like they stress about it.
Yeah.
And then they always find out, fuck, I wasted energy.
And then you know what's crazy? A lot of times also, because those recurring nightmares stopped for a while now. Like it stopped showing up. I think I'm over the fear. A lot of times, someone would say something, and I would read into it like crazy.
Oh, something came in my head right now.
And I would think about it for 2 days. I'm like, but they said okay, but with a different tone.
Okay, you're an imbecile. I just remembered something because we were talking about the 90 Day Fiancé thing. Oh, dude, you're gonna laugh. So I told you I had to finish the whole season to get it off my fucking chest, and now I don't want to start another one. I don't care what these new people do. There's a girl. She's from Finland. Like I know she's from Finland, right? And she's married to this guy from LA.
Okay.
He's a black guy. She's a blonde chick from Finland. She's taller than him. It's a weird looking couple, but a good looking couple. Like it looks cool. It looks very
like yin yang.
Looks very Hollywood. I like it. His friends are assholes though. His friends are fucking. But the guy, I don't like the guy anymore because I saw that he went. Him and his friend that's on the show that I don't like. They went to that Fresh and Fit podcast. They like him. The guys that were talking shit about Abba and Preach.
Yeah, I remember.
So now dead to me. I hope his wife cheats on him. But until that happens. So he seemed like a nice guy. I feel bad, but he hangs out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
So
that happens sometimes.
His friends are mad. They're like, yeah, his wife's not as outgoing as us. We don't like her. We want her to be more open and outgoing. And she doesn't like to go out clubbing. She doesn't like to drink. She hates it when he's getting hammered. You know, she's like, don't drink this and that. And like, yeah, she's trying to change him. And then I'm looking at this. I go, nothing they said, like they're making it seem like she's bad. Nothing they said makes her bad. It's like, she's not as outgoing as she doesn't talk to us a lot. And then I'm like, but she's from Finland. Like in my head, she's from Finland, bro. These are people that are very, it's a different society.
Oh yeah, it's their society is very
closed. They're robotic. They're not as emotional. They don't show emotion.
No.
So I'm like, I don't think she's mean. I think it's just, so then it's so funny because like, yeah, what do you have to say for yourself? The host asks, and then bro, she looks at the camera. It's like, I'm Finnish.
Oh no, poor lady, bro.
And I was like 100%. I even understood. She's like, we don't do that kind of. I'm from Finland. I don't know. I'm a homebody. I like this. I don't hate these people. It's just all the stuff they want to do. Like, why I can go and I'm Finnish. I'm from Finland. I was like, fuck, poor lady, bro. Even I understood. It's a different culture. She's from fucking Finland.
It's an entirely different culture. They're
robots.
Oh, poor lady.
Wait, what? Schultz had the Fresh and Fit guys. Did he attack them, bro? Schultz is friends, bro, with Abba Bridge. Yeah. We like Schultz. We're all fucking Akash is our boy. We like Schultz. Schultz is a good dude. So I don't like those Fresh and Fit dudes. I saw them on other podcasts. They got ridiculed. I saw them on another one where a girl just destroyed them. Brittany Renner
destroyed them.
Bro, she made them look like cucks.
Yeah, big time. And she's the one that scammed that basketball player.
And she's the one, and they're the ones that go how alpha they are, and women have to be beneath you, and you got to tell them who's boss. Yeah. And then when they're in front of a woman, she's like, "Shut up, you dumb bitches." Yeah.
But I gotta say though, I gotta say one thing though. Brittany Renner is.
I heard she's garbage though as a human being.
She's a garbage human being, but from what I can tell, because I like to have a psychological profile on the
interesting
whores that I stalk. She could she looks like a vicious bitch.
She was vicious. She didn't let them off the hook.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm right. And also, she trapped that basketball player and bragged about it.
Yeah, listen, I'm not saying she's a good person.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, on one hand, they're saying how you gotta treat women a certain way. They gotta be beneath you. You gotta be over them. This and that. And then when they were in front of a woman that they were talking shit about on camera, where she's like, "All right, talk now, bitches." They're like,
Really? So they didn't say any of the stuff they said.
No, they were looking like you could tell that, and they were looking at the camera, looking at the guy at the like. Right, they were trying to make jokes. Like they were just. It looked awkward, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" She really bitched them out. Like she made them look goofy, but they already looked goofy. All the shit they do is goofy. But they are. I will tell you one thing. All the shit they talked about ABBA and all the shit that they were doing, it did work in one way because they got what we've already talked about. Because there's negative and positive ways of getting exposure. Yeah, they chose the negative route. Yeah, they did get exposure. They've been on so many shows now, other podcasts, big podcasts, to talk about that stuff. Yeah, you get it? Because you can easily start a beef where there is no beef. That's what it is now. I could jump on a podcast that's never said anything about us and just start attacking them every fucking day to the point where the clips come out and people are like, "Fuck you," and then they talk. This guy's talking shit about me. So then people who don't know me are like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" No. Out of 10 of them, every one might be like, "Actually, I like this guy." You get it? You rev up your... Yeah. So it is their strategy. They're buffoons, but their strategy seems to be paying off.
They're going the Paul Brothers strategy.
Now, the difference is they're getting a lot of toxic people who probably aren't going to stick around, and they're not getting the best fans because they're getting idiots that agree with that shit.
Or people who go through a phase.
Yeah, who go through a phase. So it's not long-lasting. It's not the best.
No.
So Julian says Akash was a bit borderline on the defense. Of who? He was defending himself, bro. They were attacking Akash. Yeah, man, don't play. If you attack Akash Singh, bro, I don't play that shit.
I get what they're trying to. They're trying to preach this whole red pill alpha male shit, but what they're saying.
But they're not red pilling at all because red pill is supposed to be we're always changing the term. Isn't it supposed to be seeing behind the curtain?
Exactly.
But then it's all fake. Yeah. So they're in front of the fucking curtain. They're showing you curtain stuff. Yeah. They're not supposed to show you the curtain.
They're behind the curtain themselves.
No. Obviously, someone's behind. But what we're saying is the curtain, they're not looking behind the curtain. They're in front of the curtain. They're not showing you behind. Like us, the whole thing that we like about podcasting is it's all behind the curtain. Yeah. It's just us shooting the shit. There's no script. Them, if it's all fake, if it's all persona, like imagine me wasn't me. Like this was a wig, this whole thing that I'm building, I'm someone, it wouldn't be worth as much. Like Howard Stern, we found out now a lot of it was a persona. Yeah. It took us years to find out, right? Yeah. But she did a good job. She fooled us, that old little lady, for years.
That's funny.
I don't like the persona.
I like it when you call him a little old lady.
She is, though. She is. There's nothing wrong with it. I like little ladies. What are the kids up to these days? Podcasting. Whoa.
But I have a question. Isn't that what he does?
Yes, basically it is, yeah.
But on satellite, like he does it on the radio.
This guy is so fucking nervous and worried about not being the shit, because he hasn't been the shit in forever, that he just says anything. Because he thinks he has the power he used to. Rogan's bigger than him. He doesn't have the power he used to. Yeah. So he thinks he has the power he used to of saying something, attacking someone, and then that guy's career is done. He doesn't realize that everything changed. Independent media, podcasting, he doesn't get it. He thinks he has the power to make or break people. And when he realizes he doesn't, it bugs him. So he retaliates in odd ways. With the Rogan thing. Even now, all the shit that he was talking about podcasts, like he did, even though he is basically a podcast, he did that with satellite radio. You know, he was talking shit about satellite radio.
Really?
And then he was the biggest name to go on satellite radio when they offered him money. Oh, this is great now. There's nobody it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Yeah.
What can you do? I like Joe. Joe Rogan is kind of like that uncle, but that's also kind of like that father figure.
You have him as a father figure for you?
Not as a father figure, but kind of like he teaches you shit. Kind of like that. Not the coach.
No, bro. Look, anybody's gonna teach you. He teaches you shit because he brings on various guests, so you have shit that you never heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
You have like writers. There's so much shit I learned that I didn't know about. Let's say. Yeah. That's what talk shows used to do too. Talk shows used to bring people on. The problem was, talk shows is very limited. So you have an author come on. He talks about his book for 5 minutes. If you like it, you don't really get a lot.
Yeah.
But now you have somebody coming in talking about discoveries, of ancient civilizations, and you're talking about it for 3 hours. So you really get, if you like it, you're into it. If you don't, you're not.
Yeah.
It's good to have these kind of long conversations, you know?
Yeah.
Plus, he's open to have anybody on. That's why people liked it. It has nothing to do with, he wasn't bullshitting. He's just like, look, I like doing a show. I like talking to people. I'm going to bring on, like we do, like most podcasts are supposed to do. And that's it. The agenda is, I like this. So hopefully someone else out there likes it too. That's supposed to be the agenda.
Yeah.
When the agenda is, let's get edgy. Bro, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring on a guest, bro. And we're just going to drop N-bombs the whole time and ridicule them and be mean. So people online say that we're assholes, and then that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No.
When you could have agendas like that, but it's just, first of all, it's psychotic.
100%.
And that doesn't last. You'll be in the spotlight for a bit. People talk, and they're like, fuck this guy. This guy's an idiot.
No.
But if it's just, I like, he brings on people, or I like this show because of, X, Y, Z reason, and it's always the same thing, you're fine. But if it's a trap, if it's toxic, it doesn't last.
No.
Yeah,
no, I get it. But the reason why I use the word father figure is because, like, he promotes healthy living. You know what I mean? All this shit that I think is very important for people to understand. That's why I saw it as kind of like, there's like that guy that I think is really cool. He started a YouTube channel, and he grew up without a father. And his YouTube channel was basically everything he didn't have a father to teach him. He would teach everyone else that doesn't have a father.
And people love that shit.
And people love that guy, That's why I use that. You know what I mean? Not like he's my father figure, but like if he's kind of like a father. I guess why some people could see him as one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's, you made me think of something right now that made me laugh about he's giving people advice, like about health. The thing that I was watching, the 90 Day Fiancé thing, there's this Russian guy who married a chick from the States, and he's a fitness instructor. So he's like looking at cereal, and he's like, this is terrible for you. So he's trying to get her back in shape. She wants to get in shape. And her sister, who's a bit overweight, nothing crazy, gets mad and goes, this guy, he it's not good. He's judging too much, and he's trying to get her to lose weight. He doesn't understand the difference between unhealthy and unfit or some shit like that. She goes, and I was like, what the fuck? Overweight doesn't necessarily mean unhealthy, this and that. And I actually paused it. I go, I got pissed. I go, this is one of the worst things that we tell people.
100%. 100%. That's exactly. But the reason why you're fat is because you're unhealthy.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I'm fat.
Yeah.
I know it's not healthy.
Yeah. Well, like when you're young, you can go through it without it really affecting you.
Yeah, but the older you get,
it's gonna catch up.
It's gonna catch up. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So I saw that. I go, fuck, man. We're starting with that again. Remember, like 2 years ago, they were doing the same thing. They were showing 400-pound people in magazines, and they were saying it's sexy, it's healthy to be fat. Yeah. And they had like Lizzo on there and all that. It's like, but why are you saying this? It's not true. Like, I'm for people feeling good about themselves. Yeah. I don't want anyone to feel inferior in the sense that, oh, you suck because you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too this, obviously. But don't lie about the health benefits. You can't think it's healthy to be 400 pounds, 360 pounds.
It's not. It
never
is.
That's a lie. You can say whatever you want. It bothers you if people say that, but it's a lie.
Courtney Gray says he's a positive male role model. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for more.
Oh, yeah, I'll accept that.
Yeah, that's what I was going for more. Yeah. No, like that uncle that's crazy in a good way.
Yeah, that'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, you realize that he's wise despite his weirdness. Yeah. Courtney Gray said
Let's bring back shame, Gary says. Yeah, it's not so much about shaming people. It's just about saying the truth. Yeah. So, like Poseidon, for example, smoking.
Yeah. 9th day free.
9th day free. Look at that. It
hasn't affected me.
You see, you're getting over it.
Because of the book. I read it kind of like as soon as you get educated on something, you kind of realize, and it's affected my confidence. It made me think back on certain behaviors I had while I was smoking, of why I reacted like that, and I understood. I kind of understood now. You know what I mean?
Explain.
My confidence was fucked up, bro.
Because of the smoking?
Because of the smoking. Because think about it, bro. How many times did I say I was going to quit and it never worked? You know what I mean? How many times did I say I was going to quit and it never fucking worked? 1,000,000 fucking times, right?
But again...
But that, without realizing, subconsciously fucks with your confidence.
Oh, you're saying because you kept failing...
Exactly. It fucks with who you are. But it's not... And then the book explains...
And what's the book called?
The Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking.
All right, don't mulch over your words. Alan Carr's Easy Way to Stop Smoking.
Yes, exactly. and he explains a lot of how you feel, and in the book, and he rationalizes everything, and you kind of understand naturally.
So Poseidon went cold turkey for those of you asking.
Yeah, cool. No substitutes, no gum. Because in the book also...
He went cold turkey, substituted with a nice warm turkey.
Yeah. Because he explains you're not supposed to substitute it with anything because you're not really getting over your addiction.
Speaking of books, I saw something last night.
Oh.
It's only out for pre-order. It's going to be out in August. Heat 2.
Heat 2?
Yeah. You never heard of Heat? You never watch Heat?
The first one? The one with Al Pacino and... Yeah, I watched it.
Okay, so then why are you freaking out? Yeah, Heat 2.
But you said book. There was a book?
Yeah. It's starting off as a book, and then I think they're going to make it into a movie. Yeah, it's coming out. Can't wait to read that. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
And it says it's both a prequel and a sequel.
Okay, sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah, it starts off because the way even the cover says 1989 to like 2001 or some shit like that. So it's gonna be sick.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, because you had me confused because you said book and then you said Heat 2, and in my head it was like, wasn't that a movie? The first one.
It was a movie.
That's why I got confused. I'm sorry.
I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah, of course I'm excited because there hasn't been anything cool to read, like new stuff in a while.
Yeah, eh?
I've been trying to purposely find stuff, and I was like, nothing interests me. It's all because now it's all political, self-help. That's the main stuff that's happening, and I'm growing so tired of it.
Yeah,
I want to be entertained again. It's so short. It's like our lifespan is so limited.
Yeah.
Let me have fun.
Do you read often? Do you read every week?
Oh, more than every week, yeah, obviously.
You read every day?
I read something every day, not an entire book.
No, but like when you read a book,
Yeah.
do you commit to read at least once a day, once every, like...
I read a lot of stuff at once, so I can't commit to one book, but I don't commit. I'm always reading.
Yeah.
Whether it's books, articles, I'm always reading. I always read.
Okay.
I think most people always read. They just don't think about it.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about, I always read too, but I'm talking about books specifically. Because sometimes I have the bad habit of starting one, getting about halfway through, and I go, oh, this one's interesting too, and like my mood changes, and then I start multiple books.
That's fine. You're still reading.
Okay.
As long as you read, it's fine. You don't, there might be a book that you get started and then you don't like anymore. Why would you force yourself to finish if you're not interested? You're going to go somewhere you like. Or maybe it's just now you're in a different mood. And then when you finish the second book, you get back to where you were in the first one. Yeah, of course. Well,
that's what happens to me a lot is I interchange and like I'll go further in a book, my mood changes, and then I pick up the other book, and then I get further, and then I'm almost done, and then...
The only reason why it's better to continue a book and finish it is just for continuity's sake, and you remember what happened, and you understand it better. But apart from that, there's no laws.
I have no issue, though, with that. Like, the continuity and remembering. Like, if
you don't remember already, like, I'll ask you stuff that you've read. I'll be like, you're like, this is interesting. I'll tell you why. And you'll be like, I don't know.
No.
So you have trouble remembering anyway.
I have trouble remembering, but what I mean is when I pick up a book, and let's say I pick up from halfway, in the beginning when I first started reading, I'll be like, where was I? And then if I force myself to remember, I'll be like, oh, okay, this is what happened.
Thank you for describing memory to the people at home.
No. But you know what I mean? Like, I'll remember the skeleton, the frame of the
Thank you for describing memory the best you could. Sometimes I get this urge, and I put food into my mouth, and then I chew it, and I swallow. Oh, you mean eating? Well, whatever, bro. So it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
So stupid. Thank you for explaining memory to people at home.
You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. Just in case you didn't know, that's how it works.
I wonder how many face palms just at the same time. Just
if everyone face palmed at the same time, what would happen?
What that sentence started with, everyone would face palm at the same time. That's what happened.
But wouldn't there be like a shockwave? Like, what if everyone jumped at the same time and stomped their legs to the ground? All 8 billion people at the same time.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen? Like an earthquake?
Nothing. I don't believe it would be an earthquake.
No.
Because people are walking, driving all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But that was a stupid thought.
They used to say, if everyone jumps at the same time, the earth is going to move off its axis. Like, no, it won't. No.
Yeah, we have fucking rocket ships launching every fucking day, bro. Being tests being conducted. There's fucking oil rigs digging and fucking, nothing's happening.
Someone once told me something interesting. They go, the only thing that affects the weight of the planet is people.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. Because it's the only thing that could be created, people and animals, like the living organisms, out of nothing. Everything else, all the raw materials, they turn into tanks, cars, whatever. It's all come from material that was already here.
Yep.
You just repurpose it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh fuck, that's a weird thing to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. I thought about that. I read it somewhere. I was like, yeah. That and trees, though, because like it's a living organism.
Yeah, anything that grows that wasn't
anything
there.
that grows that wasn't there. But then again, like diamonds can be made, right? Through pressure.
Yeah, from stuff that's here.
Yeah, but it's not a living organism. But can that add weight, though?
How's it going to add weight? It's not created. It's not out of nowhere. It's created from sand.
Yeah, it's created from sand, but sand is lighter. So let's say you take that sand and you pressurize it and you carbonize it, however the diamond is made, and then the diamond is made. Isn't a diamond heavier?
No, it's from the amount of sand they use. Yeah, it's all that.
Fuck, eh?
That's like saying, is a car heavier than a piece of metal? No, the car is as heavy as all the metal that's used in
Yeah,
the car.
it goes back to the argument of what's heavier, 10 pounds of feathers or 10 pounds of steel?
They're the same weight.
Same weight.
10 pounds.
Oh, have you seen that video of the Irish guy that goes, oh, you all fucking dummies. It's fucking steel. And then all his friends have like an intervention. And they're like, buddy, are you okay? And then his brain melts. He's like, but 10 pounds of feather is feathers.
Yeah, but it's 10. We're saying 10 pounds. Like,
And then
like the riddle is solved from the initial question.
No, I know, but it was so funny to watch this video because you could see his brain melting on camera. He's like, 10 pounds of steel is heavier than feathers. I think it was Scottish or some shit. And he goes,
we get it, but we're not saying like 1 inch of steel is less heavy than 1 inch of feathers. We're actually saying the weight. 10 pounds of this and 10 pounds of this. What weighs more? They both weigh the same. It's 10 pounds. That's how much they weigh.
Yeah, and then his friends were telling him, but they're both 10 pounds. Like that. I was like, and his brain was just melted, bro. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, poor guy.
Poseidon should start writing his memories. Yeah, that would be interesting, like a little journal.
I thought about that, but you know what happened to me? I started doing that at some point. But then when I went back and read them, I was like, nobody can ever find these notes. They're gonna think I'm a complete lunatic.
It's riddled with spelling errors.
I ripped it and threw it out. I'm like, no one can ever read this.
There's a lot of swastikas.
Who wrote that? Who wrote that? This is a crazy person. Yeah. We can't have this person out in society.
Smiley faces here. A lot of frowns. 8 swastikas. Is that an upside down cross?
So I ripped my own notes. I was like, we cannot have this exposed.
Why was it incomprehensible, or was it just me? Well, what was wrong with it?
It was just ramblings of a madman. Like sometimes I would have like these crazy thoughts, and I would write it down. I was like, how can you think of this, bro?
That bad?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, not that bad. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. I don't know. But you know what I've been writing down lately? My ideas. I'll write them down fast on like, which I think is very healthy to do. You write it down as notes, like quick notes in my phone, but then I'll write them out on my notebook. I have this big notebook called Ideas. And I'll write them down more like elaborate.
I've been looking at a lot of alien stuff.
Yeah.
And people always have to bring in, moon landing and everything related to space always comes into the conversation. There is an interesting argument about the whole the moon landing was fake to bankrupt the Soviet Union, which makes sense. It makes 100% sense. Yeah, fight them the best way you can. And then the excuse of everyone has different excuse of why we never went back on the moon, but the official statement from NASA was because they lost the technology. You know about this, right?
I never heard about this.
Yeah, they lost the telemetry data. They apparently the tapes were limited at the time, so they recorded over it. Like the method they used to record everything, they taped over it for something else. Like how your dad did with Under Siege, and he had the ebony porn.
Oh yeah.
The same thing they did, but for the most important mission in human history.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then now they're like, yeah, we don't have that technology, but aren't we going to Mars?
And that's what I was about to say.
Like it's just there are little things that I'm like, yeah, these excuses. Maybe it's just people that have poor excuses, so that it makes it seem like there's a conspiracy, and there isn't one. But the way, you sometimes you lie when you don't have to lie. Yeah. Maybe they're doing a lot of that dumb shit.
Yeah.
And maybe they're doing a lot of that, and that's why it seems that way. Maybe they're not. Maybe legitimately they never went, and they just needed to beat the Soviets and bankrupt them. Maybe it's that too. But sometimes I think I go, fuck, it could just be dumb excuses.
Probably.
Like the truth would be way simpler.
The truth maybe is they have no more funding because it's government run, right?
No,
NASA.
they have. We know if they have funding or not. They always have funding. They have a lot of funding, and they don't use it properly. I'm just saying that they could have. It could just be a misunderstanding in the sense that they're so dumb. They lie about the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense too. But also, why would they?
And you saw those Buzz Aldrin videos.
But this, yeah, I saw them. But this is also these are people that get paid. Like they're supposed to be smart, right? Why would they give an excuse like that?
I don't know. I mean, maybe they did accidentally tape over the telemetry data. Maybe they are that stupid.
Who hired my father at NASA, bro?
There you go. Yeah, your dad was at NASA. What happened to the telemetry data? I don't know. There's Under Siege on it. Then there's some porn. Gus, you have anything to do with this? What's up, guy? It's important. Important tape. Steven Seagal.
Oh, by the way, I watched what was it? Exit Wounds.
Exit Wounds, yeah.
Yeah.
That's DMX and Steven Seagal, no?
Bro, he is such a bad actor, bro. He is such a terrible, bro. Like he walks around like he's God in the movies.
Yeah, we used to put up with a lot of dumb shit.
Bro, it's so stupid. Bro, he dodged a bullet. Steven Seagal dodged a bullet, bro. He had a gun to his head like this, bro. He did, and then he did this. And he dodged the bullet, bro. Are we insane, bro? Are we insane? He did this, bro, and he dodged the bullet. Are we crazy? People used to watch this, bro. Bro, he went to a studio, bro, and he's like, bro.
Wait, the gun was to his head.
The gun was to his head, and he did this.
The guy pulled the trigger before.
He pulled the trigger before he did. The guy pulled the trigger, was bang, and he did this. He dodged.
No way.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to fucking God, bro. I'm not making it up. I lost, bro. When I saw this, I turned off my TV, bro. That's how angry I was, bro. I was so angry inside. And okay, so, so like John Wick. Like I'll give you an example. I really like John Wick action movies.
Yeah, I love John Wick.
And even though it's a little bit surreal,
of course,
he ends up getting injured a lot. So it makes it somewhat believable in that universe.
Also, the stunts are choreographed and they're realistic in the sense that he's actually doing the stunt.
Exactly.
It's not like he's dodging bullets. It's not like Matrix.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the Matrix is also acceptable because
they have superpowers
in that universe, right? But bro, this is supposed to be like real life, right? His movies.
Yeah.
How you Neo all of a sudden, bro? How did Steven Seagal turn into Neo? I'm like, bro, I got so angry, bro. Inside me, I don't know why, bro. I'm like, how did we use
That's even more than dodging a bullet.
Yeah, bro.
I had a gun pointed at my temple. What'd you do, bro? I just leaned back, dodged the bullet.
Yeah, bro. But that's what it
reminded me. So hold on
me.
a second, Steven. We were reading a script. We're very interested on working together, Steven. We really want to make this movie. We just have a couple of questions. There's a scene here, the way it's written, I think it was just written poorly. A criminal puts the gun on your temple. Is this correct? Yeah. That's when I'm a hostage. Yeah, exactly. That scene, Steven, yeah. And then it says here that he pulls the trigger. And after he pulls the trigger, you don't die. You dodge the bullet by leaning back. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna ask you. Do you know how fast a bullet goes, Steven? If he's pressed the gun to your temple, yeah, he has pressed to my temple, but I dodged a bullet. It's if you're fast enough and you've practiced the art of karate for enough years, you can do this. Trust me. Yeah, we don't trust you. We don't think you can do this, but we don't want to test it out in real life and find out because we're gonna get sued and arrested. Are you sure you want this in the movie? In the future, somebody might, in a rage, just turn it off. People are gonna love it. It's the greatest action scene you've ever seen in your life. I can dodge a bullet. I can show you guys right now. They're like, all right, just put it in the fucking movie.
And a lot of the talking scenes feels like it's
cut poorly.
Not just cut poorly. It feels like he's patting himself on the back. I'll explain. So, like, I've noticed throughout his movies, like everyone is mad at him.
Okay.
But he's always acting like, oh, these people around me are crazy. I'm the only one that's right. Kind of like that mentality. You know what I mean?
Tell me.
Like, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, you kind of like my father. Everyone tells him, like, bro, you got to chill, or you know what I mean? You got to relax a little bit. Everyone tells him. But in his head, my father's head, everyone else is crazy. He's not the crazy one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
A lot of his movies, it feels like that. I feel like and it's kind of like self-flattery, like
Why'd you set that Chinese restaurant on fire? It's like Chinese people always overreacting.
yeah, like that, like
9 people are dead. People die all the time.
and one of the scenes after that's the scene of where he dodges the bullet. Some guys from his anger management class, they go out and like, look at Steven, not Steven, the guy, the character's
Whatever his name is, yeah.
whatever his name is, he's such a badass, and like there's a scene where he goes like that, like he kind of not. I was like, it feels like self masturbation, like masturbating to yourself. Like it feels like watching his movies is kind of like that,
Just jerking himself off.
Yeah, basically, it kind of feels like that.
In this movie, I will not only prove how cool I am, I will prove how cool people think I am.
Yeah,
How I'm perceived by the public. Let's watch a scene right now. He's just walking. Oh my God, he's so cool. I bet he could dodge a bullet. You goddamn right I can, peasant. Cuts back. He's like, you're going to get a lot of this shit in the movie.
but
Coming out July 2nd.
But it feels a bit like that. It feels a bit like everyone else is the problem, but me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's actually kind of fucking funny. That he writes a lot of these scripts and they're all about how cool Steven Seagal is.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
They make you think, he thinks that you're going to think the real Steven Seagal can do what the movie person can do.
Exactly. It kind of seems like that.
You know, he went to a town in Arizona and he became like a cop for a while.
Oh, really?
You didn't know this? And they made a reality TV show about it.
Oh, no.
And some people were like, holy shit, is that Steven Seagal? Am I getting arrested by Steven Seagal? You know how embarrassing that is?
That's very embarrassing.
Sam, I saw you on TV. Really, I saw you get arrested. Oh, it's embarrassing. Yeah, Steven Seagal did it too. He put you in some kind of karate chokehold. I don't know how you fell for it. He basically did to your chest and you collapsed and shit your pants. Because that's what he does. You ever seen the fake fights?
Yeah.
He doesn't admit they're fake, but he goes around and he's just touching people and they're falling over.
Oh, speaking of fake fights, did you see that fake instructor? The guy was like really fat and he had like a goatee.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Who's dodging bullets too.
Yeah.
I've seen that guy.
Did you see the recent video of him where he had like an Asian student and then he goes to do a move on the Asian guy and he just pulls back, goes clack, 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 and he pulls the trigger.
Oh, the Asian guy killed him.
Yeah, and he goes, oh, you're dead. He goes, no, you moved too fast, bro. Come here. Yeah. And then he goes, watch. I'm going to do it now. And he goes to do it. And the guy pulls back a second time. Go, clack, clack, clack. I killed you again. Did you see that, bro?
It's so fucking funny. Oh, he did the same thing. He was in a video where he's like the guns to his temple and he went like, oh, he just leaned back. He goes, in a car.
He was pointing at him like in his chest.
No, he had one where he's on the side like this and he goes, you just pull back. And then they made fun of him. Some guy's like,
oh, no, I didn't see that one.
Somebody's like, okay, let's try this. And then every time the guy was getting shot in the head. Or the best was when he pulled back, like his head, he was just at the same place. Just lifted his head up.
Oh, bro, this guy watched too many Steven Seagal movies.
And someone had commented once that they've worked with him before. He was a security guard somewhere. Oh. And they go, yeah, the guy's an imbecile. He would come to work and he brought his own metal detector. His own metal detector. He would build it up because he goes, the metal detector we have is faulty. He goes, it's faulty. It's not top out of the fight, like dumb excuses. And he goes, he would pat people down and he would assess threat level by looking at them visually, like what's his name does, Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He would look at people and be like, so hold on, I'm assessing the threat level in this room right now. He would say that to people in real life. So you'd go up to him in a bar, you'd ask him a question like, hey, excuse me, do you know how I can get a drink or whatever? And he'd be like, I can't talk to you right now. I'm assessing the threat level in the room. We're at level 2. Yeah, this guy.
I get that people do some stuff sometimes like as a joke to fuck with people, but like this guy seems like this guy believes it.
Yeah, he believes it. And there are people who take their jobs a little too seriously.
Yeah.
And I've known some security guards, not to that extent, but that take it way too serious. Like they'll have the vest and they'll put their arms in and be like, hold on, citizen. Like, don't call me citizen. Don't call me citizen.
You've been called citizen?
I've been called citizen.
No.
But then again, I call people civilians. So
yeah. I've never landed on a security guard that takes his job way too seriously.
Oh, I've done a lot.
Because every time...
The best was, remember the Greek festival?
Or maybe I haven't, I don't remember.
They would hire the same people for security. And two of the guys would always take it to. It's like, bro, you're a fat guy with a vest. It's not even bulletproof. You just have a colorful vest on.
No way.
Yeah, and they would take. Hold on a second. I got 4 people here. Entry point Z. Can they come in? And like, yeah, but it's an open street festival. Shut the fuck up. There's 4 kids trying to walk. What are you doing? Yeah.
Fuck.
They would overdo. I would always make fun of them. Like, what are you doing? Get a walkie-talkie. The other guy had come with an earpiece. I remember. He was like, hold on a second. Yeah. Command. Yeah. It's like, what command? No one's on the other side of that. What are you talking about?
Like they're a spy. Like
what are you protecting? With the souvlaki joint, what are you protecting right now? Seriously. Yeah, someone ordered extra baklava. We don't have enough baklava. We can't let them get away with it. Yeah. Direct them to Mr. Puffs? Okay. Yeah, you should go to Mr. Puffs. There's not enough baklava for you. The guy's like, I don't want baklava. What are you talking? Like, he would just take it upon himself to tell people things. You don't remember the Greek festival? There would always be.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah. I know the guys too that did the security.
I was double O retard, bro.
That's what it was. We used to make fun of them. It's like, well, bro, don't you think you're taking this too seriously? No. And they would take it, they have earpieces and shit to talk to each other.
For a Greek.
Yeah, Zone 2 is not secure. And on the San Rock, they would do it. Right on San Rock. They would close off on one side and the other. And if you actually pay attention, you see them. You're like, yeah, Zone 2, secure. Secure? What the fuck? It's a street. Anybody could walk in. How are you assessing the security of an open venue where anybody could come in?
Do I know these guys?
Yeah, you've seen them 100%. You know who they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've built an image in my head, and I'm pretty sure I'm precise.
One of them looks like he was funny, but older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Double O Kevin. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Double O what?
Double O Kevin. Yeah, they take it too serious. A lot of people, they take dumb jobs very seriously.
Yeah, it's like those kids that had the hall pass in high school, and they took it way too seriously.
What do you mean?
Like at some
hall
point,
pass.
Yeah, or like, not the hall pass, but like they were
hall monitors.
Yeah,
but you didn't have hall monitors in your school.
Or I think they tried it at some point, but then a kid got beat up or some shit.
No, they never had hall monitors in our school.
No, but when you were gone,
they never had hall monitors. They don't do that here in our schools that we're going to public. They don't take kids out of class to not be in a class and to monitor the hallways. The kids don't work there. In other schools in the States, it works because there's staggered schedules.
Ah, I see.
You get it? So just because you're in first period or second period doesn't mean other kids. That's not how it works here. Everyone's in the same thing. First, second. You get it? When first period is on, the whole school is on first period. There's not one kid that has a part-time job at the school that's not going to class.
Yeah, because I remember they used me as a Paredon formateur my last year.
I don't know what that is.
So they take children who were troubled, who were always getting into scraps and this that, and now you're kind of like reintegrated member of society, some shit, and then you're supposed to help out other kids with drug problems.
Yeah, nothing to do with hall monitor.
No, had nothing to do with it. But like I never did my job. I just always did drugs.
You did drugs?
Well, weed. I smoked drugs. It was weed, bro. Let's be honest. It's not a real fucking drug. Nicotine is a worse drug than weed, bro.
Tell it to the judge.
But I remember going to this this camp thing, and where they would teach you about all the different kind of drugs. Everyone stayed there, but nobody fucking took it seriously. Everyone was just having fun.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't know how we got derailed.
How did we get derailed?
Oh no, you derailed us. That's beyond question.
Yeah.
It's because you were saying something stupid.
Yeah.
Like, beating up a hall. There's no hall monitors, but don't say stupid shit, bro. Don't revert to nonsense.
No, but I was trying to, because there was something.
That was the thing. The closest thing, we never had hall monitors. The closest thing we had in public schools is that they would be lazy to send teachers to pick up the notes on who's absent and who's late in a classroom, because they would put the notes outside of every classroom. So what they would do is they would get the students from like the oldest classes in the school to go around before class picking them up. So they have those 15 minutes in the beginning of one of the classes to do that. And I was like, they would take pride in their work. They would be like, that's a job.
Yeah, I remember those kids too.
But they had to be good students. And they would just go around, pick it up, because you have to be trustworthy. Even though the girls who would do it for us were our friends, so we used to always get away with shit. So it'd be like, yo, we're not going to be there that period, this class. Okay. So then what they would do is they would take the note, and you're walking to take it, to bring it down so they could see who's late, who's absent, to call the parents.
Yeah.
So they would cross out your name.
Nah.
So it looked like you walked in late. Like the teacher, you were absent, and then you walked in late, so the teacher crossed out your name.
Fuck, I remember, bro. You just unlocked the. I remember.
Yeah, we were sneaky. My generation, yours was just after when you guys were dumb. They're very goofy, very out in the open. Everybody wanted to show off, like that they're tough or whatever. Mine was better because they did stuff sneaky. They didn't want to get caught.
Nah.
You guys were dumb. You guys were the phone ones, the videotape put online, get caught. Like, you guys were fucking stupid. Us, it was super under the radar.
Us, it was more of like, call my parents.
To show off.
Fuck.
Yeah, they were very dumb kids. Your generation was fucking stupid. And they would always get caught, arrested for dumb shit that they could have avoided because they would put online and shit.
Yeah.
Very dumb. Us, we'd work with it. It was organized.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, that's the girl that does this. Okay, so you're going to get her to do this and you're going to time this. It was very structured. It was like organized crime. It was very smart. Yeah. For kids in high school, it was advanced.
Yeah. Eh?
Yeah, it was advanced. Yeah.
Us were just not. I remember one time.
It was like watching a movie. It was like Ferris Bueller. It was
really?
Like, yeah, it was very advanced. And then I don't know what happened. And you'd think that the next one would be smarter. And you guys, instead of being covert, you became like overt.
Yeah.
Like you wanted, because us, we didn't care about showing other kids, oh, we found a way to skip school. We didn't care about, it wasn't like a point of pride. We just did what we wanted. Our thing was we don't want to get caught. We don't want to get in trouble from our parents from the school.
Yeah.
So we kept it on the DL.
Yeah.
Your generation wanted to tell everyone.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like that. It was kind of like, look at me, I don't give a fuck about school. Look how cool I am.
Yeah, but it was
like
the worst thing.
Yeah, well, 100% was the worst thing. I was gonna say something, but I lost my train of thought. I remember one time before I lost weight in boxing, I was I was my heaviest. I was a very fat kid, bro. Remember one time I got stopped by the cops, where I tried running away from the cops, but it was a lady cop.
She caught up.
I must have been like 13, I think. I was like a really fat kid.
Did she spear you?
Huh?
Did she spear you?
No. What happened was, it was me and Legacy. We were walking home. Like, we got off where the 179 gets off.
Why was there a cop chasing you?
Oh, but hold on. There was you know those guys with the stop signs that they hold? What do you call those guys?
Oh, the crosswalk people?
Yeah. There was one guy that would bust our fucking balls because we'd cross when the light was red. We didn't give a fuck.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like, cause there was no cars coming.
Yeah.
But we just want to cross. And he would cause a big fuss. Like little shit like this. You know what I mean? Like people taking their job too seriously.
Yeah.
I remember one time we wanted to fuck with him. And then we threw snowballs at him, but this was an old man. Apparently he over-exaggerated, like he fell or some shit or whatever.
They hit me with a rock.
And like there was a cop there, and like he yelled or some shit. And there was a cop, and Legacy ran. He was fast. He ran to his house.
Yeah, Legacy's nimble.
And then I tried to run, but I was a fat kid. And the cop, it was so funny because like I was running.
Just walked next to you.
well, no, hold on. You know where the garage is? My garage that I go to? I was running in that direction, but I was running, but she was just slowly driving next to me. She was just had to roll down the window, and I was running, and I was just she goes, excuse me? I go, and I'm running, but she's slowly driving, bro, and then eventually I give up, I stop, and she's like, and then she pulls over next to me, and she goes, you know, you're not supposed to do that. Look, I'm gonna give you a warning, not to throw snowballs, that, it could have ice, it could injure people.
She's like, also watch your cholesterol. Just as a concerned citizen.
But it was like a movie scene where I'm running, and I think I'm outrunning the car, but like it's just slowly.
So embarrassing.
Oh, it's time already? Time's up already?
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
I want to go take a piss.
Yeah, me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoy Pantelis Live. We like connecting with you guys every Sunday. Patreon.com/Pantelis is where you go to support the nation. That's where all the best stuff is at. It comes out first. All the podcasts come out there first. In Bed with Poseidon video exclusive to the Patreon. Bonus podcasts exclusive to the Patreon. Club Zeus exclusive only on Patreon. Everything else just comes out there first. Plus the Discord. Connect your accounts if you're on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, the Discord is free. Join the Discord. Find like-minded individuals, all a bunch of sociopaths. They share memes. They share links. They share news stories. A lot of fun, the Discord. And tickets will soon go back on sale for the tour once we get official word from the government that places can open up. Because I know yesterday I got a message about people that were sad not being able to go to the show that was supposed to be last night.
Yeah.
And he says, okay, full refunds were handed out. The new shows, the tickets will go on sale first on the Patreon. Just let the government announce it first, and then I can start selling tickets again. So thank you guys for checking us out. Follow Poseidon online. Follow all of us. If you like the morning show during the week, Phil and George are also online. Check them out. The Poseidon69, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch for Poseidon. 2 drink minimum every week. Goes up on Premiere Tuesday nights at 8. And it is up for all the audio platforms as well. Wednesdays at noon. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Thank you guys very much.
Live fast, eat ass.
Good.